Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Thursday, almost lost track of the days there. Greg, good to see you. Gaston, good to see you. Cap USA, welcome. Andy, good to see you. Jetstar, good to see you. Cap Dom, welcome. Reggie, good to see you, dude. Quick Match, good to see you. David, good to see you. Huskers, good to see you. Trey, good to see you. Belgium Flight Sim Pilot, good to see you. Skyworkers in the house, good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. John Zander, good to see you, man. Bomb Tech, good to see you. Yuckfu, good to see you. Leonard Grant, welcome back. Calvin, good to see you. CHLM, welcome. Bombtech, good to see you. Gary P, welcome back, my friend. Greg Elwell, good to see you. Troa85, welcome back. Chris Clark, good to see you. Albert the Farmer, great name, good to see you, man. 350 Smooth, what's going on, man? Good to see you, great name as well. PW, welcome. Brett, good to see you. Mark, good to see you. Jadash Rad, welcome. Simon, good to see you. Daza, how are you, mate? Good to see you, dude. Been a hot minute. I hope you're doing well. All the way across the pond. European Aviation, good to see you. Indigo, good to see you. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for coming and hang out today. I really do appreciate it. Got some really fun ops for us this afternoon. We are, of course, repping the beautiful Southwest Heart 1 livery. Gonna be doing some flights from Minneapolis down to Chicago Midway, so it's always spicy when we land in Chicago Midway, so should be a great one as well. Mitchell, not wasting any time, coming in with the 5 gifted members. Thank you very much for your support, man. I truly do appreciate you, dude. That is incredibly kind. Huge, huge, huge no floaties to you. Thanks so much for your support, man. Truly do appreciate that. Guys, if you did get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you in chat. That is unbelievably kind. And if you didn't get a membership and you already are a member, let's spam some no floaties for him. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Flying out to World Fight tomorrow? Yes, I leave very early Saturday morning, 4 a.m. I have to be at the airport for 4 a.m. My first flight departs at 5:55 a.m. My first leg is Ottawa to Vancouver on a Max 8, Air Canada. So it'll be fun. My first time flying on a Max 8. I'm sure I will enjoy that one. Very early morning departure, so I shouldn't be delayed. There should be no delays when you're going that early, right? Gonna drop some United IH ops in the flight suggestion soon. Sounds good. Yeah. Erin coming in with a $2 donation. Thanks so much, man. So it's safe to say Captain Pod's got me faded. Oh, baby. Somebody had a great day yesterday, and maybe even today. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for support. I really do appreciate you, man. Those are tough times to get up. Yeah, considering 2 Huskers, I'm a good, like, half hour, 40 minutes away from the airport as well. So that means realistically, I have to set an alarm for 2:30 in the morning. Now, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, that's usually when I'm going to bed. Like, I usually go to bed between, like, 1:30 to 2:30, kind of. That's my usual go-to-bed time. So, I don't even know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow, man. I got to drop Daisy off and have dinner with my mom at like 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm thinking get home, stretch as much as I can from my mom's, and then as soon as I get home from my mom, stretch as much as I can and try and go sleep. Other than that, if I can't do that, I don't know. I'll most likely pass out on the airplane. I still don't have the option to... I still don't know if my seat got upgraded, which is a little bit weird because we're less than 48 hours now till my departure. I still don't know. I still haven't got the upgrade approval or whatever from Air Canada. So I don't know if I'm in business class. I don't know if I'm in economy. That being said, my economy seat, I do have a great economy seat. Probably the most legroom in the aircraft in economy. So it should be good, even if I don't get the upgrade, to just pass out in economy. But yeah, it's almost a 6-hour flight as well. So yeah, just face it, you're effed. I mean, regardless, I think you're correct. Like, my sleep schedule is going to be a little bit weird. Now, thankfully, 6-hour flight out to Vancouver, so that should give me enough time to maybe catch like an hour or 2 of a sleep or something like that. Erin, thank you again, man, for the £2. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I've got a 4.5-hour layover in Vancouver, and then I've got a 2-hour flight down to San Francisco, and then a 2-hour layover in San Francisco, and then an hour flight over to Ontario. So lots of time to potentially catch a nap somewhere, whether it be in the airport, which is extremely difficult. I don't think I can do that. Most likely on the plane. I feel like the plane is going to be the easiest place to catch a few hours of sleep. So we'll see. But yes, that sleep Saturday night when I get to the Airbnb, I can promise you will be a fantastic one. I will probably sleep for a solid 10 hours plus that night. And then we've got an early morning Saturday. We're flying. Maverick and I believe, have the first 2 legs together for my world flight on Sunday morning. So we're starting right away. I arrive Saturday night. We start flying Sunday morning. So it's as quick as possible. Dazza dropping the £10. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very much for supporting the streams. Really do appreciate you, man. Flying out of YOW is a pain. It is. Yeah, it is. It's either I'm going to Montreal or Toronto. I didn't want to do the Toronto this time. Flying in and out of Toronto is an absolute shit show. 90% of the time.
Butter, my friend.
Thanks so much, Dazza. I appreciate you. I don't know if we're going to catch a butter today flying into... We could hopefully go for the butter on the way back to Minneapolis, but we're flying into Chicago Midway, man. We're going to paint those numbers. It's going to be a spicy arrival. Kept flying out of gate Bravo 22 tonight at Midway. Would be cool if you parked there today. I don't know what gate they parked at this aircraft. Let me look. Let me see where these guys are parking. We're trying to replicate what the... real aircraft did. The real aircraft looked like it went to... What is this gate here? Bravo something. I can't tell, but it's something in there. It's in the little apron. I'm not quite sure where that is exactly. We'll have a look-see at the charts when we get inside the aircraft. Speaking of that, let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. About an hour and 5 minutes today. Down to Chicago Midway. We're going to be cruising at an altitude of 31,000 feet. We are boarding the passengers. We are boarding the cargo. Let's go and jump inside the aircraft. We'll get things programmed, ready to rock and roll. First thing that you'll notice, I am running a little bit of a mod. I'm running the texture mod that basically turns this aircraft into a a well-used airplane. Instead of like that PMDG brand new out of the factory look, this is a very well-used Southwest 737 aircraft. If you are interested in this, bear with me. I'll get a link to what I'm using. Pardon me. But yes, it looks absolutely fantastic. Another thing that you'll notice is, I don't know if you guys saw this, but you can configure the iPad. You can change the picture. So somebody gave me a heads up and said, hey, you can change the picture. I was like, well, then we might as well make this a little bit more Captain Canada themed, right? Also, you'll notice for the first time in probably 3 years, I don't have a little thing hanging off my head here. Correct. I have got the wonderful, and I truly do mean this, wonderful, I almost said Track IR, Tobii Eye Tracker 5. We have Tobii working. I've got it all configured. I got to be honest with you guys, I absolutely love it. Now, I've mentioned that I'm going to be doing a full review. So I'm going to make an edited video when I get back from World Flight, and we're going to kind of go over everything and how to configure it and everything that I've kind of learned so far. But I got to admit, this is absolutely fantastic. The fact that I don't have to wear a dongle on my head, the fact that there's no big IR camera on top of my monitor anymore, it's a huge win to me. I was saying that getting the extra wire and getting that dongle off my headset was probably the biggest thing that I was looking forward to. But I got to be 100% honest with you. Like, after spending about a half hour kind of tweaking Tobii and getting it the way that I want it to get it, it is absolutely fantastic. I thoroughly enjoy it. Again, I'll be doing a full review. We're going to do a full video. I have it basically set up the exact same way that I did my Track IR. So F9 pauses it, F12 resets the camera, and then I also have the button on the back of the yoke that allows me to toggle it on and off. So I can just, with a quick switch, there we go, now it's off. And I can turn it back on, and there you go, it's back on. I can look in the overhead, I can do this, I can do that. You guys know I don't use head tracking. I find it a little bit, like when I'm flying, I don't really use it. I just tend to have like the view like this outside the window. But man, is it great to have when you're taxiing around, or you need to do, you know, off departure and on arrival. It's great to have because you can quickly look up, you can make sure that you've got all your lights on, whatever you need to do, right? So the software is fantastic. I've spent, like I said, I spent a couple hours yesterday, or not yesterday, after stream on Monday, kind of configuring it and getting it set up, and then I did a small little practice flight the other day with it. So thoroughly enjoying it, and like I said, we'll get a full Tobii eye tracker review, and we'll get it in a recorded video. I'll kind of go over all the settings and what they do and how they do it and how to change things and how to do this. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it. Cool. First things first, let's go to our overhead. Let's go and get our battery switch to the on position. Let me make sure I got sounds turned up for you guys. Yes, battery switch goes on. We'll go and get our ground power turned on as well. Pardon me for a sec. I'm just going to open up my checklists. Good. We've got our checklist open, ready to go. We've got our World Flight checklist. I'm glad to listen to Cap in the community. Nothing says awesome like a good product development. 100%, man. 100%, my friend. Okay, cool, sweet. Everything looks good up there. Let's go ahead all the way up top. Let's get our IRS set to the nav position, left side and right side. Beautiful. Flows can go. We'll get our forward fuel pump on. Everything else looks good up there. We'll arm our emergency exits. Chime only can go on. Go and get the window heat to the on position. We'll get the probe heats and the hydraulic pumps off for now. Packs are in the off position. Isolation isolation valve is open. Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off. We're going to 31,000 feet today, as I mentioned, so we'll bug up 31,000 feet, and we'll go ahead and get the logo light on. I do like a little bit of panel brightness, so I'm going to get a little bit of panel brightness up there. Beautiful. Come down here. Going to get a little bit of AFDS floodlight, a little bit of background light, and of course the main panel is going to come up. I prefer that. Going to take a couple notches here off the screens as well. I find it just looks a lot better when the screens are dimmed like that. Good. That's all set there like that. Beautiful. We'll come back here. We'll go ahead and get the panel down here lit up as well. Beautiful. Let's go spend some time down here on the FMS, FMC, whatever you'd like to call it, CDU. We'll go to FS actions. We're going to go to payload on the 0 fuel weight today. Now, I've been told that this is importing it directly from SimBrief now that I'm doing things correctly. I'm in kilograms, so I don't want that. I want to go back to menu. I want to go to PMDG setup, aircraft, displays, and I want to go to pounds. Return. Maverick, how are you, man? I saw you in chat earlier. My bad if I missed you. I hope you're a busy man today. FS Actions payload. 136.6, 96.3% load on the aircraft. We are a very heavy airplane. We're almost full, essentially. So that's great. Good news. We'll go to the return tab. Fuel for today's flight. We need 15,300 pounds. So we'll go 15,300. We'll go ahead and bug that up to there. Beautiful. Return. Great. Go to the FMC tab. Go to pause in it. We're sitting on the ground. MSP. We'll grab KMSP. Throw that into our reference airport. We'll go next page. We'll grab our left GPS. We'll scroll back. We'll set our IRS position. We'll go to our route tab. We do have a company route. So we'll go MSP over to KMDW, Chicago Midway. We'll throw that into there. Flight number this morning was Southwest 143. Go ahead and bug that up as well. We'll activate and execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our departures. Let's see what the weather is doing today, actually. So let's come over here, go to our electronic flight bag. We'll open up our electronic flight bag. We're going to request SimBrief data. We'll go ahead and populate all of our wonderful information. I don't know why it's doing that. Please authenticate Navigraph and then try again. Oh, man, I really hate that you have to do this for every single livery. It's kind of a pain in the ass. If I'm being 100% honest with you, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass that I have to do this for every single livery. I didn't remember that. I completely forgot that you have to do this for every livery, so bear with me here. Let me do this. That's fine. We'll come back here. Go back to the home page. Yes, I want to sign in. Thank you. Approve. Allow. Okay. It has been successfully linked. Good. Navigraph authentication. Good. All right. Request new data from SimBrief. It should import all of that information. I think we've got all that now. I can flip our map over to Navigraph map. Yes. We can zoom in. Good. There's our flight plan and got all that. Beautiful. So let's go to our departure weather. And we can see the winds are 200 at 3 knots, 9-mile visibility, scattered at 15,000, broken at 25, 3 degrees, 3011 on the altimeter, which I'll set now on all of them. Okay, so with winds like that, if we go ahead and come back to our chart page here, let's go to departure charts, and we're going to go to our airport, and we're going to do our airport information. We're going to pin that. The star that we are planning is the RST1. Sorry, standard instrument departure, RST Chester 1, correct? RST1. Is that the Rochester? I always get things messed up. I think that's, yeah, RST1. Good. Okay. So we're going to pin that one as well. The Rochester 1 departure, pin you. Okay, and then for arrivals, the star that we're planning is the ND6, so we'll pin that, and then I'm just going to go back here for a second. I'm going to check out the weather. The winds are 210 at 11, so we're probably going to land on the 2-2s. So if we come back here to this one, and we go to approach, I'm going to probably plan for the ILS 22, unless there's a crazy RNAV. If there's an RNAV, we'll definitely do that. RNAV X-ray 22 left. Yep. RNAV Yankee. Nope. Zulu. Nope. RNAV X-ray 22 left is what we are doing, friends. Absolutely. We've done this approach before as well. Fantastic approach. So we'll plan for the RNAV X-ray 22. I'm going to go to airport. I'm going to pin my airport charts as well. Good. So if I go to pinned, now I'll have all of the pins. So I'll have my SIDS. I'll have my airports. Beautiful. So if we go to MSP, my guess is with the winds like that, we could probably depart on runway 17. I also saw that this real world aircraft departed on runway 17. So we can take runway 17 or runway 22. Both I would feel are probably perfectly fine. So I'm going to take runway 17 just because it's a little bit of a shorter taxi and it sends us out directly in the direction that we want to. Again, if we come back and just take a brief look at the winds, 200 at 3 knots. We could take 22, we could take 17. It's really not the end of the world. So that's what we will plan on doing. Robert, dropping the $10 donation. Thanks so much, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for supporting the streams. That is unbelievably kind. Thank you, man. Do you need to pack the drag chutes for 2-2? No, we should be good. I mean, they're all, yeah. Curious what you meant earlier when you were looking at the payload and you said that you were finally doing it the right way. Curious what you meant when you were looking at the payload and said you were finally doing it the right way. Is that what I said? I don't know if what I said, but what happens now with the newest GSX update, Andy, is when you start the boarding with GSX, it loads the proper 0 fuel weight into the aircraft now. Before, you used to have to manually load the zero fuel weight. It does it for you now, as long as you do like your GSX and you do the, you know, request boarding. It will actually load all of the weights into the aircraft for you. I think that's what I meant. Gio, what's up, my man? I heard the not so pleasant news, man. But I mean, congratulations first and foremost on the new job. Obviously, it's going to allow you to be home a little bit easier and better for the family and better for the long run. But it sucks that I'm not going to be able to see you down at World Flight, man. I was really looking forward to hanging out and grabbing some dinner and stuff. But good to see you, man. I hope all's well. Obviously, I can tell you're pretty bummed out about it as well. So, but hey, man. With ups, there's always downs and stuff, right? So, Robert, thank you so much, man, for the $10 donation. I don't know if Amy did Amy read this off? Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you.
Here's a little something. You should be able to afford a small soda for this amount at the airport. Have a great trip. We'll be watching World Flight and participating.
Yeah, like I said,
time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I get my business class upgrade, and then that will actually allow me to get into the lounge. So if I get into the lounge, hey, there we go. The beta sim update 14 breaks animation, so GSX is not 100% working. All plane, engine flaps, etc. not working due to animation bug. AI planes, engines, and flaps not working. Interesting. Robert, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate you. I feel like that's something that'll get squashed. That's why it's a beta, right? The sim update 14 beta. The sim update 14 I don't think is scheduled for like another month and a bit, so yeah. Cap, I noticed he gave me flaps 25 and I had to reduce weight departing out of MDW. Not sure if I had the same experience with MTO, no floaties. No, flaps 10 maximum.
So. What are you saying? Too many Italian beef sandwiches?
Maybe.
I mean, those of us lucky enough to have them available, we really can't say no. Got to have hot peppers and drown that sandwich like Whitney Houston.
Yep. Give me those hot peppers, man, all day long. Huge no floaties to you, C2A. Thank you for your support, man. I love sport peppers, hot peppers, whatever you want to call them. My favorite. Absolute favorite, man. Huge no floaties to you, C2A. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Cap, we need a pic of the feet up when you get into the lounge. Yes, I will do, man. If I get into the lounge. If. They still haven't emailed me. I don't know what's going on with that. My flight departs at 1 p.m., but 1 p.m. Pacific. Maybe it's just running off of 1 p.m. Eastern time. But they were like, we'll notify you 48 hours before your flight if you get... Anyways, whatever. Hopefully I'll get it before tomorrow morning when I can actually check into my flight. Because in check-in, if there's first class or business class available, they'll also offer that. Okay, so we know what we're doing here. We're planning runway 17 for departure. We're going to be on the Rochester 1 departure. Runway 17, pardon me. Lose my voice. And we don't have any transition. It's not the allo transition. We're direct oh my. So we'll just execute that. Perfect. We'll go to our legs page. We'll scroll through here. As you can see, there's oh my. Beautiful. Let's go to arrivals. We're going to plan the ND6 arrival for 22 left. We're going to be via ND, and we're going to be taking it from the oh my transition. Hopefully we can find that. Where's oh my? Ah, there it is. Oh my. That's a pretty funny transition. And what was the RNAV? We said RNAV X-ray. I saw Will requested that as well. RNAV X-ray 22 left is what we're planning. So we'll come back down here. We'll look for that on our list. RNAV X-ray 22 left, which is right there. Beautiful. And I think we want to take it, again, if we look at the arrival, go to the star, open up the ND. You can see here that the ND takes us all the way out to... I don't know where we can take it. Okay, so the ND, and then if we open up the approach, the RNAV X-ray, where can we take it from? I see Pakach. I guess we'll take it from Pakach, because we're not coming in from this way. So I guess we got to take it via Pakach, and then it'll take us to Ming, and then Fank, and then Zaziv, and then Egluk, Yacht, and then 22 left. So we'll plan for that. So we'll take it via Pakach. Is the transition that they want, so we'll go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Let's go to our N1 limits. While we're doing all this, let's spool up the APU so we can just push ourselves back when we're done with all of this. Zero fuel weight today, 136.6. Fuel, we've got 15.3 on board for the plan. Actually, I guess we'll put 15 because that's technically what we need. So 15, no. 15.0 on the plan. Good. Reserves, we're going to go with 5. We're looking for a cost index of 35. Going up to a cruise altitude of 31,000 feet. We'll execute that. Our average wind component on course, winds 290 at 57. We'll go ahead and execute that. Good. Let's go to our N1 limits here today. You know what? Before we do all that, let's come over here and we'll go to our calculator. We'll go to our performance tool. So MSP, yes, we are selecting runway 17, elevation 817 feet, runway heading 170, runway slope, runway length. Surface conditions are dry. We're going to import from aircraft because the aircraft is fully loaded, so we're looking good. So optimum flaps, optimum rating, anti-ice will be off. You know what? We're going to do a takeoff 1. We'll do a D-rate takeoff 1. Actually, no, wait. Southwest doesn't do D-rate, so we'll just do optimum. That's right. We'll import the weather. Winds 3 degrees, sorry. Winds 200 at 3 knots, 3011 on the altimeter, and we should be able to calculate our V-speeds, and it should give us all that information here. So it does. So, flaps 5 degrees, looking for an N1 of 91.5, 91.6 to be exact. We're in the takeoff range, select temp 45 degrees, so we'll do all that now. So we'll come down here, we'll set select temp 45 degrees. Good, we'll execute that. Good. What was it? 92.5? 91.5, so that'll be fine because we have to turn the packs on and that will change to 91.5. Don't worry, that's all good. Cool. Go to our takeoff page. Flaps will be set to 5 degrees. Our CG weight today will be 19.1, and then our V speeds will be 42, 44, 49. And if you look down here, 42, 44, 49. We've got all of that in there as well. Beautiful. Cool. Upstairs, EPU generators are on, park brakes are on. Let's go ahead and remove the wheel chocks. We'll come down here, FS actions, ground services, release the ground power, remove the wheel chocks. Beautiful. Let's go GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Let's go to the overhead. No, that's all fine. All right, let's do our pre-flight checklist. Shall we, chat? Pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspections have been complete. Circuit breakers have been checked. Nav and display switches are normal and auto. Passenger signs are... Oops, sorry. Passenger signs are on. Window heat is on. Engine bleed air switches are on as well. Pressurization mode selector is auto. MCP panel. If we have a quick little look-see here, we'll go back to our charts and we'll just confirm everything looks good here. Go to U, go to standard instrument departure, Rochester 1, and what are we doing here? Top altitude jets 7,000 feet, so we'll bug that up. We're going to go 7,000. I believe it's runway heading off departure, so if we look down here, zoom in a little bit more on this, please. Actually make it full screen. It might be a little bit more help. Move view, full screen. Good. So it is runway heading, assigned heading 230 clockwise to 285. So off departure, it actually wants us to make a left turn to a heading of 230. So we'll bug that up. So we're going to go 230 on the heading initially, which is a little bit weird because it should take us... Yeah, no, that's weird. Am I reading that wrong? Hold on. Runways 17 for assigned heading from 230 clockwise to 285. Cross MSP at or above 3,500. Maintain assigned altitude. Unable to comply. Okay, so it is. So because of the other runways, we want a heading of 230 off departure, and then it's going to send us direct to Rochester on course. So we'll do that. That'll be fine. We'll set that. We're looking at 149 here on the V2 speed. Good. MCP panel is set. Oxygen masks. Left side check. Right side checked. Good. Altimeters 3011, 3011 set and cross-checked. Good. Flight and nav instruments have been checked. Warning and annunciator lights have been checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning is checked. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim switches are normal. Fire warning has been checked. Radios and transponders. Put 2000 in here. Set. Radar is off. Rudder and aileron trim free and zero. Parking brake is set. Windows are closed and locked. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Departure briefing is complete. Logbook and QRH is on board. Fuel required. We need 15. We've got 15.3 on board. Pre-flight checklist is complete. We'll do our pushback checklist next. Doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Transponder is on XP NDR. We're looking good. GSX. We're going to continue pushback. Good. No. Good. We're going tail right. Ah, shit. Are we going tail right? I don't think we are. I think we're supposed to go... Hold on. Let me restart GSX. My bad. My bad. Abort pushback. Didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to abort. Continue pushback. GAT. Good. No. Good. All right, they should be coming back. Okay, I'm from Edmond, Oklahoma. Good to see you, John. Welcome back, man. Okay, sorry if I missed it earlier, but how do you get the custom wallpaper on the tablet? Is it done with like an add-on in the community folder? Yeah, there's something on flightsim.to that you can do, Andy, and you can change it to have your custom thing on here. If you just Google flight, go to flightsim.to and search up for PMDG UFT or something. I can't remember exactly. Somebody showed me how to do it. JJ, if JJ's in chat, he can probably answer that better than me because JJ showed me how to do it. But yeah, you can have it like this, or you can have them stacked up on one another. The only thing about having it stacked up was that my hat was blocking the performance tool. So yeah. Yeah, but news on the 330, you are the best news source. I am definitely not the best news source. I would probably be the least news source, if I'm being honest with you. I have no news on the 330, man. No news, dude. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I wish I had more information. I don't. I just don't, man. Okay. Airport, good. I'm going to get you to full screen. Good. I really like this UFT, this tablet, whatever the hell you want to call it. All right, cool. Locking the gear. Beautiful. Why isn't your beard red on the emoji? So it looked weird. You can see here it's got like the reddish brown kind of here. It looked really weird with like a full red beard. It was, trust me, we went through like all kinds of iterations of this and trying to get it perfect. And nose right, tail left. Yes, that's what I want. This just, for a logo wise, this just made a ton more sense. If you want, take my logo and make the beard like red or like this color. It just looks weird. It looked really weird with like the skin tone and stuff like that. It was odd. It was odd. Trust me, we went over this quite a bit. The designer and I went over that. All right, beautiful. Pushback is commencing. We're looking good. We'll go engine number 2 over to ground. It usually helps when you put the EPU bleed on as well. Beautiful. And we'll spool up engine number 2. What app do you use to create your flight plans? SimBrief. So I take the real world flights from Flight Radar 2.4 and then I import those real world flights into there. Yeah. It's a pretty iconic logo. I have to say props to your artist. He did an incredible job. I mean, I paid a lot of money for it, but he did an incredible job. You know, by far the best. Much better than I could have done. Introduce fuel number 2.
You got yourself a gangster hat.
CHLM, thanks so much for support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Dropping the $5 dono. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you do de-icing in the sim? You can, yes. And we'll definitely be doing that for some of the winter ops that we're going to be doing. We don't really need de-icing. It's a beautiful day. There is some snow on the ground here, but it's a beautiful day in Minneapolis. We wouldn't really need any de-icing or anything like that. I have a problem where GSX where the ground vehicles move, but there's no animation. For example, the stairs don't move.
Midway, as Mopar Dude and I are aware of. Get used to the unable 250 knots at Enders message on the FMC. Speaking of which,
I think I already got that.
Guy trying to find a way to pack in some of his snap-on ratchets into his carry-on.
Mopar is probably working. He is. I tried to tell him that I was going to do this flight this evening, but obviously I feel like this is the better of the two streams today. Obviously, this is the more mass appealing, if you will. Engine number 1, over to ground, start valve open. Mopar should be stopping by though today at some point. I would assume he should be here. We'll go ahead and introduce fuel at 25% N2. So what were you guys saying about the Max 8? I'm on the Max 8 for my first flight, and you guys were saying there's like a delay, like a 2-minute delay after they start the engines or something like that? Or is it in between engine starts, or how does it work? Are there any good creating flight plan apps for Android? SimBrief, Adam. SimBrief is great, man. You should definitely check out SimBrief. I believe that they have an iPad app, an Android app, and you can get it on your desktop as well. So I have AI traffic off and just multiplayer on, but I see generic airplanes even when connected to VATSIM. Yeah, well, you would need to have model matching, Jordan. If you don't have any model matching installed, you'll just see generic airplanes. Engine on the Max takes longer than the NG. Okay. No, the engine normally takes at least 2 minutes to start per engine. 3-minute warm-up and cool-down. Interesting. How do you have snow? Is it a mod? No, it's in the default simulator. You should have snow, especially if you're flying someplace with snow. All right. 2 good engines. Upstairs, gen, bleeds, packs, probes, yacht ampers, generators. All that looks good. Happy with that. Beautiful. After start checklist, chat. Generators are on, probe heat's on, anti-ice as required, air conditioning panel is set, recall is checked, auto brake RTO. After start checklist complete. Flaps. 5 degrees takeoff speeds. 42, 44, 49. Takeoff. Thrust. 91.6, 91.6. D takeoff. 45 degree on the cell temp. Good. Stab trim is 573. 573 should be good right about there. Flight controls checked, free and clear, beautiful. Whew. Taxi checklist has been completed as well. We'll go ahead and release the park brake. Oh wait, I guess I have to put on the park brake so they can disconnect. Yeah, it's usually a good start. Cap, I never do this, but I think I forgot the isolation valve. What? Well, I mean, you can keep it open. You can put it to auto. It's not going to open, auto. It's not on really the checklist. I don't know if there's much of a difference between it, open and auto. I don't know. Hey, Cap, your graphics all on high with ultra clouds? Yes, put exclamation point MSFS in chat, and it should give you the settings. Hey, Cap, do you know how to get model matching on the Xbox? You can't, Kimberly, unfortunately. There's no model matching. How close to world flight? I leave in 2 days. Less than 2 days. Yeah. Joey, welcome back, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. First class member. Huge no floaties, Joey. Thanks for your support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Good to see you back, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
No worries, Joey. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here, dude.
Right is clear.
Hey, Cap, if I'm on the beta version of Steam for Microsoft, can I go back to the stable version, exit the beta? Anything in particular that has to be done? Thanks for the help. I don't think you can. I don't know if they've changed that. I know before it used to give, pardon me, it used to give you issues before when you would do it. I don't know if anything's changed, but yeah. Good to see you, Cap. Haven't flown in a while. Can't wait to join you in the near future. Awesome, Zircon. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. So with Tobii, do you have the bar mounted above the monitor or below? No, they specifically say that it should be mounted below Yeti. I have it mounted below, and I have it a little bit pointing up to me. So there's like a little slider on the back. You can choose like how far down you want it, how far up you want it, and it sits on like this little thing, so you can like kind of choose the perfect. But you know what? I thought I was going to run into issues because it's so like low, but I haven't run into anything, man. It's literally been flawless the entire time that I've used it. I think I'll turn it on right now. There we go. It's on. It's crazy. It's crazy how well it works, man. Like, I'm actually amazed at how well the entire process works. It grabs everything. It knows everything. It's yeah. And I really like how it's super easy to kind of tweak the settings. That's what I found a little bit of a pain in the ass before, was it just really didn't make sense when I was doing it before, especially when I tried it before the software had been updated and everything. But man, it's so good now, and it works with everything. Like it works with, you can like switch views, and you can bring it down to this view, and you can look around on this view. You can go to like a wing view and go like this and like that, and it works on all your views as well, which I find is really cool. Really cool. Right, we're going out to here. We're going to make a right onto, looks like Sierra. I'm going to look for Sierra up here. Monitor controls on my monitor are like at the bottom, so I was just curious. Yes, it is at the bottom. They specifically say when you open up the Tobii, they tell you to keep it on the bottom. Yeah. It is really cool. I am I mean, for me, like I said, for me, the biggest thing is not having this like big old brick hanging off my headset anymore, and I can still, like, you guys have watched me use TrackIR for years. I mean, this is just as good, as smooth, you know. It's pretty crazy. It's like the Tobii that looks into your soul. Yeah, you could say that, yeah. Time flight. How long is this flight? 1 hour and 5 minutes. All right, here's Sierra. We're going to go down on Sierra, and then we're going to make a right turn onto, I don't know what that is, Victor? What is that? Kilo. So right turn Sierra, right turn Kilo is what we're looking for. They have a tripod bracket if you do not want to mount it on the monitor, but you have a curved monitor. Well, I've got a curved monitor, and I've got it set up on like that little bracket thing, and I think it works pretty damn well. I haven't had any issues with it so far, knock on wood. I think we stay here crossing the runway on Sierra. Yes, we do. Beautiful. Wish it worked with X-Plane. It does work with X-Plane. Tobii works with X-Plane. At least in the settings, I saw that it worked with X-Plane. Yeah. Yeah, Yeti. They're supposed to be having a huge sale for Black Friday. So if you do put it on your Christmas list, make sure you tell the significant other that it's going to be on sale for Black Friday. So, how worth is GSX Pro? I think GSX Pro is absolutely worth it. It's a lot of fun. It adds a lot of realism to the sim, to be honest. It really does. Where can you find the apps for the PMDG EFP? Where can you find all the apps? Those are the only apps. There's only 2 apps installed on it right now. There's going to be further apps that get installed on it, but right now we've only got those ones. How'd you get rid of the loud sound at the MSP scenery? Just update your scenery, man. They removed it with a couple patches after release. It was removed. First impressions of the Tobii, is that it is good? Absolutely. Yes, 100%. 100%. Especially now that I've got it basically configured the exact same way that I had my Track IR. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I love that I don't have to wear the thing on my head. I love that there's not an extra USB slot now that needs to be used, because with the Track IR, you had the camera on top of your monitor, and then you also had the little dongle that used to stick off the side of your head, right? But yeah, I really do like it. They said the community can add some apps, but I couldn't get it to work. Just app icon in the background changes. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't be the one to ask for that, but yeah. How do you switch camera views in Microsoft? Adam, I have it configured to my numpad. So if I hit like 7 on my numpad, I get wing views. 3, 2, 0 is my back here. 1 is my FMC. So yeah. I have so many things to purchase for the eye tracker, but now it seems tempting. Man, I'm telling you. Listen, if you can save a bunch of money and pick it up while it's on sale on Black Friday, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like I said, when I first tried Tobii years and years and years ago, before I made the choice between Tobii and Track IR, the Tobii system was not what it is today. I mean, the first thing that I can say is when I first installed this and I actually like started looking around and using the app and the stuff like that, it was just, I was like, wow, things have changed tremendously. This is like a completely different program over the last couple of years since the last time I attempted to use it. I really, really, really enjoy it. Like, really enjoy it. There we go. We've got the departing Delta 320. Oh, I'm not on Unicom. I was like, why don't I hear anybody? It's because we're not on Unicom. Chat. We'll switch over to Unicom now. Minneapolis traffic, Southwest 143, lining up runway 17, Minneapolis. All right. Get all of our lights on. You on, you on. You on, you on. Good. Let's go ahead and run through our... Hold on, let me get lined up and then we'll run through our checklist. We can start it now. Runway position 17 inside and outside. Flaps 55 and green. Navigation briefing complete. Takeoff warning set. Auto throttle goes to the arm position. We're going to go heading mode selector as well. It doesn't seem to like that, so I'm going to engage LNAV. Doesn't seem to like that either. No problem. We'll just know that we have to do a heading select of 230 off of departure. Beautiful. Engine start switches go over to continuous. TCAS goes over to TARA, and Flight 10 Souza seated for departure. Flight 10 briefing is complete. Ah, yes, flight directors, as if I forgot that. That's why it's not working. Flight director and heading select. Thank you, chat. You guys are number one. Okay, so we'll engage LNAV and we'll arm, engage heading select, arm LNAV. There we go. Now we're good. You can see it's heading cell, heading cell, and LNAV is armed on the bottom. Initial climb 7,149. We all got that in. Beautiful. It's a ground-based radar vector departure, so we'll have to use the heading select. Correct. Yeah. I mentioned to you months ago, and you expressed no interest. What's that? In the Tobii? Well, because I had the track IR, man. Right? It's not that it's not like I didn't believe you. It's just if I pay $200 and something for my track IR, there's no real reason for me to go and spend $300 on something that does the exact same thing, right? Tobii reached out to me and they said, hey, we love your streams, we love your content, we'd love to provide you with a Tobii system for you to do some reviews. Cool, man. I got no problem with that. But if I've already got a working head tracking software that I paid $200+ for, I'm not just going to go buy another because Split told me in chat that it's good. Come on. Let's not have double standards here. You would do the exact same thing. If you'd spent money on something, you wouldn't go out and buy the exact same thing. I like track IR, but able to use one with nothing hanging off my head. Gonna have to look into the Tobii. 100%. 100%. That's to me the biggest feature, is that I don't have to wear this big thing hanging off my head. I don't have extra wires coming from my headset either. It's just there. It's on the bottom of my monitor. It just sits there. It's great. Great. But please, guys, do keep in mind, I will be doing a full video on the Tobii, how I have it configured, the settings that I'm using, what I personally like to use. I will have a full video coming after I get back from World Flight. So please keep that in mind. And please keep in mind, you will, there is going to be a heavy discount on the Tobii eye tracker. So if you are interested in it, I know that it sucks to like hold off and wait, but please do hold off and wait. I believe that I'm going to be getting some type of like coupon code that you guys can use my coupon code to save even more, but I know that they're having a massive sale on Black Friday, so I would just hold off till Black Friday if you are on the fence or if you are in the market for one. So yeah, didn't even notice Amazon has a 45 off. Yeah, they have $45 off right now leading up to Black Friday and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff, but I would hold off, and I should be able to get an extra coupon. Cool. Minneapolis traffic, Southwest 143, departing runway 17, Minneapolis. Yo, cam is on. Let's do it, friends. Throttle's up to 40%. Sounds are up. Let's get it, chat. Chrono's on. Joga. Slight nose down pressure. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive, thank you.
80 knots.
Cross check, we're neutral.
E1. Rotate.
Rotate. Nice rotation.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Flight directors. We're going to go heading select 230. Engage VNAV. Climb powers in. Flaps up 1. There's 230 on the heading. I wonder why they have you turn to 230 off departure. I wonder if it's for like another something. I know it's weird. Alright, let's go flaps clean, 220. Let's go get our retractables off. Runway turnoffs can come off as well. Alrighty, let's go down to our FMC. We're going to go legs, we're going to go direct. And we'll engage LNAV. There we go. And there's 250, pitch for climb. Beautiful. Sounds can come back just a little bit now. Don't need to go deaf. All right. Looking good. Let's go and get our auto brake off. We'll get the gear locked and we'll bug up cruise altitude. Which was 31,000 feet. Good. Cool. $31,000 feet is in, selected. We are direct our first waypoint. Man, looks good down there.
Left, Minneapolis.
It's not always 230. Okay, got you. So it's basically just whatever ATC assigns you. Got it, got it, got it. All right, cool. Coming up on 9,000 feet. Autopilot 1 goes on, bringing you guys back up into the flight deck. Sounds can come back a little bit. Get some nice wing views here of us climbing out of Minneapolis. Beautiful. Nice departure. Sim looks amazing. Looking to upgrade the PC. What specs do I have? You can put exclamation point specs in chat, Alfie. If I can be honest with you, though, Alfie, whatever you're going to do, look at getting a 4000 series graphics card. They have what's called frame generation, frame gen. You're going to want that for sure. How much do you think you've spent on your gaming PC? Oh, man. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, my friend. Thousands. Yes. Remember, though, this is my job, right? So, all right, after takeoff checklist. Flaps are up, landing gear is up and off, packs are in the auto position, engine bleeds are on. Pressurization panel is checked and set, 31,000 feet, good. Engine start switches, we're going to go off, beautiful, and APU is indeed in the off position. I turned off the wrong, those should be on until 18,000, not taxi light. And there we go, beautiful, get the wing light off as well. Good. Yeah, looking at a 4080, 4070, yeah, I think get a 4080 if you want a future-proof 4080, obviously, Alfie. I think you'd be good for quite a while with that one. Yeah. Did you figure out if you want to upgrade Nodder yet? We're going to wait till the new year, Vess. I want to wait till we get some more info. I will be building a new PC. It's just, am I going to go balls to the wall and get a 4090, or am I going to get a 4080 and wait for the 5000 series to come out and then flip my 4080 for like a 5080 or a 5090? So, yeah. 40 series might be good for frame generation, but in terms of renders and 3D modeling, especially airports, from from that perspective, 3D series, third series are practically the same. Well, yeah, you'd be getting a 4000 series for frame generation. That's the best aspect of it, is the frame gen, being able to take 47 FPS and turn that into 90, right? So, got you. 5000 series, I'm assuming, is coming next year, since it'll be 2 years then. Yeah, Travis is even saying, Travis, who's pretty, you know, Travis from the Discord, he's saying that it's going to be even longer. I don't know, man. I do not know. Is Maverick here? I saw him earlier. I know Maverick is a very busy man today. I think he was over at the sim all day, all morning. So excited to see all you guys. Cap can be fun showing with some real awesome people of this flight sim community. Oh man, I cannot wait, dude. Cannot wait. We've been kind of programming, we've been kind of setting everything up. Wait till you guys see the visuals that we have. We've got 4 GoPros in the cockpit. We've got like GoPros pointing at us. We've got GoPros pointing down at the yokes and the instrument clusters and displays. Just wait till you guys see what we've got set up for World Flight. We've got some unbelievable, the same graphic artist that did all of my overlays, did all the overlays for our World Flight team as well. Oh man, it's gonna be pretty special, guys. Pretty special. Yeah, Matt, you called in sick today, right? Sorry, got more important things. World Flight's coming up. Gotta go fix it. The rumor is not sure confirmed a 40 series super refresh delaying the 5000 till 2025. That's what Travis was saying. Travis was saying that we're still a couple years away from a 5000 series. We'll see, man. We shall see. The wife has given me the go-ahead to credit card for a new PC, permission for a 4090 rig for sure, and that's a 3K price tag that comes with it. You are a lucky man. Make sure you thank her in any way possible. I'm sure Seat2A could come up with some ideas of how you can thank her. 18,000 feet, landing lights off. We'll go seatbelts to the auto position as well, and standard barometric pressure left side and right side. Climb checklist, altimeters, cross-checked, standard, set, done. Climb checklist is complete, my friends. Beautiful. We are climbing up and away at our beautiful 737 Southwest. Looking real good. How's the eye tracker so far? So, Will, here's the thing that I found with the eye tracker. Obviously, I wear sunglasses when I stream, so eye tracking really doesn't work for me. Now, I was in Discord the other night, Will, with Dan and a couple other guys, and we were actually laughing at how good it is. Like, it's kind of fucked up, man. Like, I would put something up on the screen, and you could literally watch my eyes, like, read line for line what it was doing. In the sim, it's really weird because instead of moving your head, right? So like this is like instead of moving my head to the left and that shifting to the left, you just move your eyes. So with your eyes, you look left without moving your head, and the camera moves left, camera moves right. You go like up and like this, and your eyes will go that way. It is pretty crazy. Now the only other issue that I've found is with the eye tracking. You know how you can make that little bubble, and it would be really cool to be able to show you guys like how much I'm looking at outside versus how much I'm looking down at the PFD and stuff like that, like back and forth. The only thing that I've found is it makes an overlay on OBS. I have OBS running on a second PC. I have not figured out how to make it work on the second PC, so I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do it, to be honest with you. As much as that sucks. I don't know how they can do it unless I've reached out to Tobii. I've sent them an email. I've asked them if there's a way to make it so that the software can run, because Tobii is running on my game PC, OBS is running on the stream PC. Do you see what I mean? There's no way to interconnect both PCs. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Yeah, have to figure it out. $300. I believe the tracking is $279, and I think there's a $45 discount right now. Yeah, I mean it's alternatively priced. It's the same thing as Track IR. I believe Track IR is $230, $220 or something like that for Track IR. So they're comparatively priced. It's a lot of stuff that goes into this head tracking. And like I said, with the Tobii, man, the coolest thing about the Tobii, in my opinion, is not having to wear anything on my head. You know, and like if you want me to be realistic, I can go full. I couldn't do this with my Track IR, right? Because it has little cameras. And as soon as my IR sensors get out of the way of the camera, that's done. You can basically do a full 360 just by turning your head with Tobii, because it's just constantly monitoring your head, right? So like if you're a DCS pilot or something like that, and you have to go like this to like look up and behind you, I mean, it's fucking crazy, dude, the possibilities that could do, right? So, yeah. So do you have a preference, Track IR versus Tobii? I want to use the Tobii a little bit more, but right now, Will, if I'm being honest with you, the Tobii is blowing it out of the water. It's blowing it out of the water. It's the Tobii is by far, you can tell that there's so much more technologically going on with the Tobii than there is the Track IR. The Track IR is basically a very basic head tracking system that it does it very well. I'm not taking anything away from Track IR. It does it very well. But this Tobii is like the, how do I put this? It's like Track IR is like the first ever like iteration of a flight simulator, like FSX, and then Tobii is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Does that make sense in comparison, right? Like Track IR has been out forever. It's like the original proper head tracking software, but Tobii is just, you know, yeah. Tobii looks maybe a little bit more sensitive to movements. Track IR. Yeah, well, you can configure everything, Will. So please keep that in mind, right? Like, we're on VATSIM. I can't show you. You can configure it. If you think that I have it looks a little bit too sensitive or the camera's moving a little bit too fast, you can configure everything. You open up the set. Okay, here, look, I'll show you quickly. Shh, don't tell anybody. If I show you quickly, you go to control options. It actually has its own profile right here, Tobii. You click on it, you go to sensitivities, and here's all the things that you can change. So I've already pulled a bunch from like default and stuff like that, but there's so many things that you can change. There's so many other things that you can go through and make it the way that you want it to be. Again, I'm going to go through all of this. I just wanted to do like a little bit of a preview, if you will, of the new head tracking that I'm using with Tobii. So we're going to be, I'm going to have a full video. Don't worry, I will have a full video. I'm going to plan on making it when I get back from World Flight on a couple of the days that I'm kind of getting a little bit better. So it's going to be, sorry, when I'm recovering from World Flight, if you will. So yeah, I will have a full video of how to configure it. I'll have a full video on what I think the sensitivities and control options are best, and then you can go off that and set them the way that you want, you know? I think they found out. No, it was just a controller messaging me. Chicago Center, good afternoon. Southwest 143, flight level 270, climbing 310.
743, good afternoon, squawk 6777.
6777. 6777. Nice and easy, chat.
Good afternoon.
Beautiful.
Southwest 350, flight level 233,
Somebody snitching. Hope not. Congrats, Sonny. 4 miles. That's crazy, dude. Been using Tobii since almost 2 years back and have enjoyed every moment of it. Yes, I agree, Andreas. Yeah, I tried it. I don't know what it was. Maybe about 3 years ago. And I wasn't that big of a fan because I found the customize, like the way that you would customize it, it just wasn't there yet. But man, it's come a long way, dude. It has come a long way.
86 climb 18.370 radar contact.
Especially the fact that I get to, you know, like I said, I have it essentially exactly configured the way that I had my track IR.
143 radar contact from the 285 climb 8.310.
Flight level 310, thanks, Southwest. 143. I got Tobii's my first head tracking some time ago, and I really like it. I usually don't wear headphones, makes play. So attaching the clip that comes with the track IR would have been a small problem to me. Absolutely. I completely agree. I completely agree. Like I said, this just seems like such the more advanced, like technologically advanced head tracking software. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So.
Maintain lock. Actually, what's your current indicated out number?
Reverendton just announced a GSX profile for MSP. Nice. Is that going to be available on what, the Indie Builds shop, right?
All right, 300 knots.
Oh, Vape's dead, chat.
Chicago, good afternoon. Southwest 3031, climbing 20,000 for 310. So, Southwest, what's your call sign? Southwest 3031. Okay, I see it's 3130. Roger, it is 3031. Okay, so 3130 is 41531. 41531. Southwest 3130. South 143 will be your cruise mark number?
Not charging. In our community, they don't recognize such a thing as ADHD. What's that?
442?
What's your hotkey used to enable and disable? F9, just like it is with Track IR. F9, F12 resets the camera, and then I have a... that's weird. Sorry, go ahead for 143.
What will be your cruise Mach number?
Look at a cruise Mach 76.
Can you give me 0.78?
Of course.
Right, increase to Mach 0.78.
Increase to Mach 78.
American at...
All right, we'll execute that for him down on our progress page. Oops,
go ahead.
Didn't mean to do that, Mach 0.78.
361, what
execute.
is your cruise Mach number going to be today?
I'm not exactly sure.
Good, cool.
Okay, 7442 will be, what will be your cruise Mach number?
Don't know leaderboard. Oh shit, we're already in November, dude. Wow, holy macaroni.
77.
Crazy, yes, thank you. Let me get to that, and I'll fix that here in a second.
Level 360?
I didn't even realize we're already Friday, man.
Yeah, 360 is 5 past.
Okay, climb into about 360.
Maintain 360, southwest 432.
Instead of setting your climb thrust, would it ever be possible to keep your nose up higher, keeping your speed down for you to climb faster? Maybe, David? I don't know. I don't know how it works with this aircraft. Probably not. You might be able to, yeah, if you just like held like a manual throttle or something like that. Yeah, you probably could. Or we could do something like that.
Southwest 350 will be Mach 0.75 or lower.
Okay, 75 or less.
You were right about the Phoenix. What's that? You're at Display City and Skylines 2 yet? I have not. No.
Check that squawk again, please.
I have not.
About 1531.
1531.
Clipper 2, climb into about
The delay? Yeah.
Climb maintain 2.
I mean, like I said, dude, it's just, it was inevitable.
666, looks like we're under the wrong heading. I gave you 140, but okay, cleared rate eBay.
It was inevitable. I totally believe it. Now, I think, you know, I still have faith in Phoenix, but yes, I kind of figured it was going to be delayed.
666 was supposed to be 140. Now you continue on your current heading, direct eBay, climb maintain about 330.
Jack, give me 2 seconds. Be right back.
American 666, all I'm hearing is a carrier.
All right, we're back. Thank you. I had to take Daisy to the vet yesterday, chat. She had some pretty crazy eye infection going on. I don't even know how the hell she got it. She's never had an eye infection or anything like that.
American 666, check your mic.
American 666, can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Clear direct eBay from American 666, climb maintain, part of a 330.
Poor little Daisy, man.
We're still doing.
All right, Daza.
No, direct
on
eBay,
top of the leaderboard.
Direct eBay.
Copy. Daza goes on top.
Thank you, American 666.
GPS 1200 heavy, leave my space radar.
10 bones.
Indeed, still offline.
Is Daisy all right? She is. She had a really bad eye infection. So I'd been watching it over the last couple days.
1186 to 70 ND6 rival runway 22 left transition information channel.
I'd been monitoring it, and it wasn't getting better. It was actually getting worse. And yesterday I noticed that it was really bad. When I woke up in the morning, yeah, when I woke up in the morning, it was really, really bad. Like, she was like struggling to keep her eye open, and there was all kinds of like, well, I'm not going to go into crazy detail, but I'm sure you can imagine what was going on. There was like all kinds of weird, wasn't good. And then we've got C2A rounding out that leaderboard. Beautiful. Anyways, I got some ointment, some drops, some ointment, and it already looks significantly better. This morning when I was checking it out, she already looks significantly better. All right, cool. Thank you for the lead. I completely forgot we're already in November. Thank you. Appreciate that. Daisy has been using those recalled eye drops, has she? No. No, she has not. Droid, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Could you change the reduction height, acceleration height? Could you change reduction height, acceleration height? What, for the aircraft? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. You can. Alrighty, it's saying top of descent in 18 miles, chat. That's how quick we are going through this right now. Does that make sense? Hold on. Star ND6. What do we got here? Seems to be taking forever. Okay, there we go. It's got it up now. Have a quick little look-see. Okay. We're coming in from Oh My, and then we have Ugly. Hey, calling me ugly, at 24,000 feet. So we are ready for our descent, which is in 12 miles. I'm going to go to descent, forecast, request descent winds, and let's get an update on the weather here. Weather was arrival winds are 210, 11 gusting 20 now, of course. Altimeter 3023, so I'm going to bug that up. 3023, we'll bug that. We'll execute that. Descent wind request. We'll request our winds, and then we got to let him know that we're ready for a descent.
American 1173 on Alpha with Robbie.
G-Mark, dropping the $12 donation. Thanks so much, G-Mark. I appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. What I think about the EFB, I like it. Does its job. Definitely does its job.
Mike 1173,
I'm happy with it.
to left, taxi Alpha 18 Victor.
Thanks so much, G-Mark. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I agree, Strody. I don't even want to tell you how much money it cost yesterday. Absolutely absurd. Chicago Center, Southwest 143, we're ready for descent.
South 143 to 70 ND6 drive.
Been a while since I donated.
Send to
Cheers,
the
Cal.
ND6, 22 left
Thanks
transition.
for the
Thanks.
great community.
G-Mark, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, dude. 6,000 feet, guys, for us. So bug up 6,000 feet. Should be starting our descent here momentarily. There it goes, just like that. 6,000 feet is in, upstairs. Seatbelt signs coming on. Beautiful. Cool. G-Mark, thank you for the $12 donation, man. I appreciate you. Huge no floaters, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll get you up on the leaderboard here momentarily. All right, beautiful. Unable... Hold on. Wasn't I warned about this? Unable 250 knots at ND. Somebody warned me about this. I feel like I had a donation warning me about this. Really missed the intersection in the takeoff calculator in the PMDG tablet. I really missed the intersections in the takeoff calculator. What do you mean, Fuber? Like that you can't select intersection departures? Is that what you're saying?
Get Daisy some treats from me for being such a good girl and helping to comfort her since
God,
you're
man.
going away for a week while she is sick.
Is this actually F.O. Dan Barry? It says F.O. Dan Barry. Was that actually Dan Barry who came in with the donation? Now I have to check my thing to see if there was. If it was F.O. Dan Barry is going to be my first officer. So that you can't select them. Hopefully that's something that you can. It was Dan Barry, so we'll get Dan Barry up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Dan Barry. I appreciate you, my friend. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Mr. Dan Barry. Guys, can we get some blame Dans in chat for the $20 donation? Thank you, Mr. Barry. All right, there we go. Everybody's up on the leaderboard. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all. Yes, it was a little bit stressful having to worry about Daisy and sending her off to my mom's while she wasn't feeling well and she was sick. But like I said, already this morning, you can't really even tell that anything's happened with her eye. So, yeah. Cap, can you try the Easter egg with the tablet? Already done it, Lightspeed. We've already done it. Yeah, we did it last stream, man. You click on the little PMDG. Now, I've edited the thing, but it still shows up right here, and you can click on it. It's a pumpkin spice latte for the captain. But yes, I've edited this so I have my own logo here like that. You can see over here. Whee! Is there an evening stream tonight? There is, yes. The FO Dan Barry should be looking at Daisy while the Captain Canada is busy flying. Realize I can't sleep when the winds change. I get departures flying over my head now. Oh. Have you ordered the TFDI MD-11? No. I should be working with them as a content creator, but I'm not quite sure how that's working, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I can still put in upgrade for my seat. They haven't. I guess they haven't decided if we're going to be getting the upgrade yet. I guess we'll wait and see.
American 1173, short 22 left from Victor, ready for departure.
1173, plotting 140, runway 22 left.
Yes, there will be an evening stream tonight. I'm just not sure where we're going. We might do Winnipeg to MSP Ops.
377, gliding 040.
We might do MSP to we might do MSP to Toronto. I haven't decided yet.
South 1623, turn left heading 090.
Left 090, south of 1623.
1186, sliding 100.
Flying 100, Delta 1186.
All right, this got a little bit.
RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left.
This got a little bit
RNAV
janked
X-ray,
up.
22 left approach, hold stack, 2377.
South 1523, descend and maintain 10,000. Keep your speed up. Expect RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach.
Ooh, he is giving the RNAVs.
10,000, keep your speed up and expect RNAV X-ray, 22 left, south of 1623.
One flaps 40 today on the arrival.
RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain 10,000. Keep your speed up.
Looks like the RNAV X-ray, 22 left.
Think we'll get any more info on FS24 news anytime soon?
Maintain 10,000.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so.
1523, left turn heading 060.
I think we're going to be waiting.
11060, south of
On X-ray, 22 left is the best one. Circle to land, it is. Yeah,
5797, score 4727.
that's the one we've got programmed in, my friend.
472, SkyWest 5797.
RNAV X-ray, 22 left.
South 2377, sliding 060.
060, 2377.
South is 143, turn left turn 090, descend maintain 10,000. Vectors for the RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach.
All right, left 090. Can I get that altitude again for Southwest 143?
10,000.
10,000, thanks. All right.
South 142, let's keep that as a pilot's discretion, descend and maintain 10,000. So 200 level off and then start your descent, that's okay.
All right, pilot's discretion down to 10,000. We'll just go a little bit of a slow descent. All right, we'll go like 750.
797, radar contact, follow 390, descend and maintain.
Should be good. He's giving us vectors. He's getting us off the course.
For 27 right, Scout 6797.
We'll just descend to like 750 feet per minute or something like that. Any cool flights MSP westbound? Maybe when we get back from World Flight, yeah, there's some. But I feel like we got to go out to like Denver or something like that. Right? We are doing the return leg, yep. Yeah, we're going to have a nasty headwind on the return leg as well. So.
Center, American 1173, airborne 2000 for 5.
773, radar contact 1,500, climb maintain 15,000, normal speed.
Climb maintain 15,000, normal speed, American 1173.
I don't know how long that leg is. MSP to Denver, 2 hours?
Expect the RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach.
Okay.
Alright, heading 100, set your RNAV X-ray 22 left, Southwest
South 350, roger, and pause discussion, descend and maintain 10,000. You can do a shallow descent if you need it.
Alright, level at 22, PD down at 10, Southwest 350.
Do they have a 340 in this sim? No. There's no 340 yet.
South 1623, flying 070.
070, south of 1623.
Was watching London Controller's flight this morning on finally at a 78 knot ground speed, 68 knot headwind. That's weird. That sounds like broken winds. To be honest.
For south, ready for taxi.
Kevin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope all's well, my man.
74, runway 2 at right, November 5, taxi via Alpha 15 in November.
Welcome, my friend.
Okay, runway 28 right on November 5, taxi by Alpha, Alpha 15, November, United 9784.
I think it's about a 2-hour flight, yeah.
Delta 2377, cleared ring Ming.
MSP to FCA, where's that FCA?
Runway 22 left approach.
Clear ring Ming and altitude, please repeat.
Cross Ming at 4000, cleared RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach.
Roger, we'll cross it at 4000, cleared RNAV X-ray, 22 left approach, Delta 2377.
Glacier National? Oh, shit. Okay. That could be kind of fun. Thoughts on MSP scenery? Worth the money? Absolutely, G-Mark. Yes, 100%.
Okay. 1623, what's your indicated airspeed?
250, South 1623.
Alright, can you give me 280, maintain 10,000 for now?
280, 7000, South 1623.
No, 10,000.
10,000, South 1623.
Delta 11 to 86, reduce speed to 280 knots, maintain 10,000.
280 knots, maintain 10,000, Delta 1186.
And 11, thank you. Delta 1186, landing 060. Delta 1186, turn left, turning 060.
Left 060 to 11.
YQR to MSP is a nice flight. Interesting, John. My Steam account got hacked, but all good now. Sorry if any messages came through. I did not see any. Southern UK had almost a hurricane the last few days. I think I live. I think I live in Jersey. We still have a roof. Uh-oh. It said I was blocked. Interesting. I don't remember blocking me.
Visual approach number 27 right.
Visual 27 right, Scout 6797.
Did you change your name? Might have changed about your name. I've been getting weird ever since I unboxed the knife in CSGO 2 vest. Ever since I did that, I've been getting like weird friend requests and shit. I don't know. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Maybe they changed the name and tried to send me a friend request. But yeah. That'll happen. Bro, it's crazy, man. Silly mistake on my end. Click the CSGO link from a random... Oh, yeah, well. Don't click on those links, man. No links. What knife did I get? A StatTrak Navajo something. Umer, 23 months. Huge enough floaties to you. Yes, I did make my inventory private. Yes. Huge enough floaties to you. Thank you very much, Umer. I appreciate you, man. Incredibly kind. 23 months. One more month away from getting your 2-year badge. Absolutely incredible. Thank you for the support, man. I truly do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thoughts on CS2? I feel like it still needs work. There's just me, but I feel like it needs work. All right, final approach course, 228. We're going to start bugging some things up here. 228 for us. 228. Good. Left side. We'll bug up 228 on the right side.
797 to 718, 1 minute 11,000.
11,000 now, Scout 6792.
And what was our altimeter? Check that quickly. Altimeter was 3023. So we'll set that now. 3023 left side. 3023, and we'll set it on the right side.
924 short, 28 right, number 5.
3023 set, good. And minimums. The most important part of this chart, minimums are, we're going to go the RNP 0.2, we're going to go 949 on the minimums. Spin this up, 949.
American 666, Lima airspace radar services are terminated. Please change up. Good morning.
All right, 949 is set, beautiful. Let's do our descent checklist. Altimeters 3023 set and cross-checked. Minimums 949 set and cross-checked. Landing data, we're planning flaps 40, 143 plus 5, so 148 on the approach speed. Good. Approach briefing is incomplete. We know that we're doing the RNAV X right, 22 left. Auto brakes are set. Number 3.
6160.
Seatbelt signs are on. Pressurization panel has been set. Recall has been checked as well. Descent checklist complete. Beautiful.
You can call me
John,
for
thanks so much, man, for the
$10
$10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, John. Thank you very, very much for your support. I truly do appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the streams, and welcome back to Microsoft, man. It's
1186, release speed at 250 knots.
what a time, man. What a time to be alive and involved in the flight sim community, in my opinion, dude.
South of
It's absolutely
350,
incredible.
what's your indicator now?
Absolutely
Descend
incredible.
at 300.
Minimums for world flight will pretty much be 1 foot off the ground.
280 knots now.
You're landing. Is that what they are?
South
Hashtag
142,
no go
what's
arounds.
indicated?
Yep.
South of 143, what's the indicated airspeed?
280, Southwest 143.
Okay, maintain 280 for now.
Maintain 280.
South of 3130, left turn 090 now, descend maintain 1010,000, speed 300.
Wonder why we are waiting so long for the A-Build's A300. I'm really desperate for it to release at some point. I mean, they said before the end of the year, dude. We've still got 2 months before the end of the year. That's still a huge development time, right? So I'm expecting a Christmas holiday release. That's what I think.
1098, just push off of gate 11, rated.
Can't wait to slip in the occasional your airport.
98, runway 2 is right at November 5.
Remember, you're going to be on camera the whole time, Dan. We're going to see everything. See everything. Thoughts on the Tobii? I love it, but I haven't used anything else, so I have no reference. Takes a little time to dial in. I love it. I love it, man. Yeah. I very much like it. I love the ease of use. I love that I press one button, just like my track hour. It's on. It's working. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I love it. I love that there's like a little bit of like natural movement in it. You know what I mean? It's not just like super still. It's good. It's okay. The heading again for 143.
Sliding 100.
100. Thanks. Fly heading 100. Tobii looks great. It is. Yeah.
Back in MSFS after many years away. Love the streams. Learning so much.
Thanks so much, John. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $10. Thank you, man. Beautiful day for this approach. It is, Mopar. I'm so excited, man. Super excited that we get the RNAV as well. Looks 1,000 times better than track hour for flight simulation. I imagine racing would be even more immersive. Yeah, I'm excited to try it with like my truck sim and stuff, smacking. I've heard that it's really, really good with the truck sim. Again, for me, man, the big selling feature here is obviously the advanced technology and the actual head tracking, but it's the fact that I don't have to wear this big brick on the side of my head, right, with track IR. That, to me, is the biggest feature. I don't have another wire that's hanging off going to the PC. I can take off my headset and I'm done, right? I don't have to worry about track IR on the side of my headset and it clipping on the microphone when I turn my head. There's so many positives. You know what I mean? So many positives.
1186, release speed to 240 knots.
240 knots, Delta 1186.
South 1620, you can maintain 250 knots on the descent.
250, South 1620.
Do we see Captain's ears? I still haven't decided if I'm going to be flying without my sunglasses for World Flight Chat. What do you guys think? Should I fly without sunglasses or should I fly with sunglasses? It's a tough one. Real tough one. Non-polarized glasses, yes. Fly with them? I'm pretty sure I will be.
143, cleared rate to Ming, cross Ming at 4,000, cleared RNAV X-ray, runway 22 left approach.
Good direct Ming for 4,000, cleared RNAV X-ray, 22 left approach, Southwest 143. Right.
5797, plotting 095.
Ming 4,000.
Heading 095, 4,000.
We are slightly above profile. Go back to VNAV, LNAV. Don't worry about the speed there. Speed can stay at 250.
9974, climb and tape out 360.
Even go 270 for now.
360,
Just so we can descend, get ourselves back on profile here. Probably be how the lighting is. The lighting is pretty dark, and so you have to remember, like, we're in a full airplane, right? So my pretty green. I have very brown eyes, man. Brown. Like most gingers. Although some gingers do have blue eyes. Yeah, not me.
South 3130, cleared right to Ming.
Are you flying in the cab shirt? No, we have our own shirt that we're going to be flying. We have the World Flight team shirt. So it's like it's a really nice polo shirt that we're all going to be wearing. Maverick has mine, so we'll be picking that up.
Runway 22 left, taxi.
Bought the Leo MD-80 last night. I struggled. Yeah, it's a handful. Yeah, it's an MD-80, and it's a pretty well managed MD-80 as well. She's a handful, no doubt, man.
Southwest 442, Kansas City's offline. No further 80 will change advisory. Good night.
Switching advisory, Southwest 442. Thanks for your service. Have a good one. Yeah.
American 361, be advised traffic is southwest.
That's very true, Reggie.
About 4 miles.
Yeah, the amount of stretching that's going to be done in California. Your granddaughter's ginger with stark blue eyes. Interesting, yeah. I find a lot of gingers, they've either got blue eyes, green eyes, and brown eyes. A lot of us have very brown. Like mine are very hazel. Like very, like a bright hazel kind of. Do you have a stream schedule for World Flight? I do, Gary. I am going to be posting that up on my YouTube channel actually this evening. I'm going to make a nice little YouTube post. It's going to be pinned to the community section, and I'm also going to have it up in my Discord. So, yeah. Clear down to 4,000. Yes, thank you. Actually, we're cleared a lot lower than 4,000 because we're actually cleared for the approach. So if we actually look at the charts, we can see that we need to be coming out at yacht at about 1,500. That's probably when I'll take control of the aircraft. So we're actually going to go down to 1,500 because he did clear us on the approach, so we're actually good to take it all the way down. Thank you.
1523 normal speed.
Did you confirm it's $5 per raffle or $5 for all raffles? I believe it's $5 per raffle, Will. So save up your $5. Don't donate to me. Don't donate to anybody. Save up your $5 raffles because, yeah, the possibility by putting in $5 you can win a $500 yoke system. Come on. I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. But I believe it's going to be for every raffle. There is one. What is our speed restriction? 230 knots, 4,000 feet from Ming. 230, 4,000. So we'll just bug up 240 for now. But I think Maverick's here, so you may be able to confirm that with Maverick, but I'm pretty sure he's here. But any southwest ops on the evening stream? No. I don't think so. Midway's your favorite airport? Midway's so cool, dude. It's such a badass airport. You know what would make Midway even cooler, though? If it was, like, right downtown. I know it's close to downtown, and we're going to get a beautiful view of downtown on our approach in for the RNAV. But I wish it was downtown. That would be, like, the only badass thing, you know? Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. We're looking for 300 likes on today's live stream. Thank you, everybody, for your support today. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely awesome. Keep in mind that we do have a stream this evening as well. Bad Pilot, I should have had all those on. We do have a stream this evening as well, so do keep that in mind.
That was 142. Confirm I gave you the clearance for the approach, correct?
A firm, we're cleared from Ming. Let's do our approach checklist. Flight nav instruments are verified. Flight 10's proceeded for arrival. Cabin notification has been complete. Altimeters 3023 set and cross check 3023. Beautiful. Approach checklist is complete. Next will be our landing checklist. Feel like I've got this checklist down pat, you know? How are the graphics so good? I don't know. Just running the sim at high end. I have good internet connection to the Microsoft servers. What game is the stream tonight? Well, it's always Flight Sim. I just don't know the flight yet. I haven't decided. I kind of want to go MSP to Toronto, throw it old school. I used to do that flight all the time. It's like a good 2-hour flight, I think, so. We may do MSP to Toronto and Delta. I think Delta operates it. Air Canada might, but they're in their RJs.
21011 gusting 20, runway 22 left to land.
Going to land 22 left, Delta 2377.
Right, 1173 radar services terminated.
I don't mind using the checklist, Garnet. It's a little bit...
Unicom for 1173.
It's a little bit tricky with some of the other ones just to make sure that you're getting actual authentic checklists. The reason why I like using this checklist is because it's an actual authentic checklist, right? It's been provided to the World Flight team from a real-world pilot from a real-world airline. I obviously can't tell which one, but it's pretty damn cool. So if I can find something similar and get that maybe for like the Airbuses, you have to remember as well, every airline is going to have a slightly different checklist. They're going to have SOPs. They're going to have the way that things are done, or it might be a little bit different from every airline, right? So we have to keep that in mind as well. Doing JFK to EGGL and the toll is 340. Nice. When do I leave for World Flight? Very early Saturday morning, Dan. Have to be at the airport for 3:30, 4 a.m. I'm actually probably going to aim to be there at 4 a.m. Unless I upgrade my ticket. Unless I get a business class ticket, then I could probably be there at like 4:30. Because then I could just go right through. Right through security. Winds lost from MS3 to AlwaysFlying will get the, about a 60 knot tailwind currently. Those are nice. Those are nice.
Scott 797, you sent us to the localizer.
97, sorry about that. Turn right heading 300, join the runway 2.
Hope you reach 1 mil subs and a very good content creator. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, man.
Right, we've got Chicago in sight.
Keeping an eye on the ticket upgrades. Oh, yes. I have a request in already, Matthew. My leg from Vancouver to San Francisco, I've got the upgrade request in because I've got a 4.5 hour layover in Vancouver. So I figured for 4.5 hours, if I can get business class seats on the aircraft and access to the lounge, that's worth the upgrade cost right there for sure. For sure. The only other reason I would upgrade from my Ottawa to Vancouver flight is because it's so early in the morning. Having that extra big seat with that leg room and getting the breakfast and fresh pressed juice. Yeah. Each donation of $5 or more gets you 1 raffle ticket for just the current flight. Some flights have more than 1 raffle. Got you. Okay. There you go. Where do we send payment for the raffles? Is that the World Flight site? I will have everything pinned in chat, College Dude. Do not worry. I'll have everything as soon as Maverick gets it over to me, which I'm sure we'll have it all set up for the event. It'll be in the description, the very first thing in the description of my video, College Dude. I'm also going to pin it in chat, so it'll always be there in chat for the entire week.
10 o'clock, 8 miles. You have a site?
Trump is Captain Canada, and then they might let you upgrade for free. I don't know about that. There will be a Streamlabs link. Perfect. Whenever you have that, Mav, well, I'm sure you'll give it to me by the event. I'll probably, like I said, I'm going to come by the sim on Saturday when I land Maverick, so I'll get the rental car. I'll drop by the sim. We can get my stream all set up. I'll go back and grab Dan, and then we can plan for dinner or something like that later. All right, 230 knots was the max. We'll go flaps 1. Help with the descent. I'm going to arm my ground spoilers.
Can we take runway 28 center? It's in sight.
Sure, no problem. Cleared vision approach runway 28 center, runway 28 center, cleared land.
Cleared land 28 center, 6797.
Jeff is streaming on his channel. Civ Ryan is streaming on his channel. I am streaming on my channel, and the World Flight, official World Flight channel, will also be streaming it. There's 4 channels, Will. 4 channels, so there's going to be tons of content, man, like I said. Right? Like, between Jeff, between Ryan, between myself, between the World Flight channel, you should be able to find out exactly when everybody's streaming, where they're streaming, and yeah. Wait, I'm an afterthought after setting up the sim? I'm not going to sit around the airport waiting for a ride. No, of course not. But you're not. I get in at 7:30, Dan. You don't get in till like 8:45. So I'm going to pick up the car. Apparently the airport's tiny, right? I've been told that the airport is minuscule. So I'm going to pick up the rental car, which should probably take me 15-20 minutes. I'm going to drive to the sim, which is another like 15-20 minutes away. Do not worry, I'm not going to make you sit at the airport. What do you think this is? Some type of Mickey Mouse operation over here, Dan? What is this? Look at this Corey over here. That's pretty badass.
Maintain visual separation from the company 737. He's about 6 miles trailer.
Where are you flying into? Chicago Midway. Right here. Chicago. I'm not getting any... Is that not Chicago Midway? That's definitely Chicago Midway. I'm not getting it. Okay, I was going to say, I'm not getting downtown, but there it is. How's the EFB? I like it. It's good.
So 2377 cross number 31 left, 31 right on Yankee, then turn right on.
All right, I'm bringing my speed back 210. We're gonna go flaps 5 degrees.
Taxi is Augusta Alpha 5, 23.
Vulcan Corey, is that what that is? Interesting. Oh, for world flight? Oh, dude, I have so many legs, I can't even remember.
1298, turn right heading 040,
I have
runway
so many
25,
legs.
take off.
The one that I'm probably most looking forward to is the one that I'm doing with Jeff, and we're flying from Atlanta to Boston, Boston to Winnipeg. And off topic, I was looking at ATC Tower 3 on Jeff's channel. It looks cool, but man, it's expensive. It is, especially when you start adding in all the things as well. Everything is an add-on with that tower sim game. Everything is an add-on. Absolutely everything is an add-on, so it's pretty wild. Chat, what do I do here? Do I arm approach? I can't remember if I arm approach or if I just fly it on VNAV. I can't remember in Boeing, or is that on Airbus that you arm approach? I can't remember. You just arm VNAV? Okay. We'll take him off. Put my speed at 190. We'll see what it does. We shall see if she descends. Okay, well, looks like it's starting to descend, so we're good on that track.
Southwest 143, the wind is 21011, gusting 20, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Southwest 143, thanks. LNAV and VNAV set alt to 0. Well, alt 1500 should be fine. Our minimums are like 900 and something, so we should be fine. I'm going to take control of the aircraft anyways before then. Okay, let's bug up 180. Good. We've got downtown Chicago over there. Over yonder. There it is. Downtown Chicago. Beautiful. Airport's that way. Right, let's go gear down.
2004 radar contact.
170 on the speed. We'll go flaps 15 degrees. What airport am I landing? So I'm going Ottawa to Vancouver, Vancouver to San Francisco, San Francisco to Ontario. KONT is the final airport that I will arrive at. Alright, 148 on the approach speed. Let's go flaps 25 degrees. Have to be careful of that wind. It's giving us a little bit of weird stall speeds. Let's go flaps 30. And final approach speed coming through 160. We'll go flaps full, which will be 40. Ground spoilers armed as well. Let's do our landing checklist. Landing gear down, 3 green, flaps 40, 40 green. Speed brake armed, green light, engine start switches are over to continuous. We'll get the rest of our lights on. Beautiful. Landing checklist is complete. I'll take control of the aircraft here, rolling through on this turn. Sounds are coming up as well. Joystick cam, yoke cam is going on. Enjoy the arrival, friends. I'll catch you guys down on the ground. My airplane got track IR. Sorry, it's gonna take me a while to get used to not saying track IR because I've had track IR for 8 years. My aircraft. Throttles are coming out. Beautiful. Cool.
United 1298, radar contact 5000, climb J5 350, clear direct Duffy.
Maintain flight level 350, right Duffy, United 1298.
And we're on 22 left.
Normal speed about 10,000.
Speed looks good, altitude looks good, everything's great.
Climb J5 350, resume normal speed about 10,000.
Now remember chat, we're not looking for, oh shit, I don't have landing rate monitor.
Resume normal speed about 10,000, United 1298.
How am I getting glide slope? We don't even have a, shut up. Doesn't even make sense. We don't even have a glide slope, we have a glide path and we're perfectly on it. We're too white, too red. This thing's yelling glide slope at me. What?
Chicago Clear, Delta 186, clear to that and Delta 1186, gate Alpha 7, taxi Yankee, Tango to parking, cross from 21 left 217. Gate Alpha 7, sorry, can you repeat that next? Cross from Yankee, cross from 21 left, 317.
Remember chat, we're putting it down. We want under 250 foot per minute, no floating here. Put this bad boy down. This is Chicago Midway, we got gust and winds. Put her down. We're floating around. As long as it's under 250, 300 foot per minute, that's all we're looking for here.
And that's 172 heavy, cross runway 28 right, and taxi via Papa to Echo for the box runway 28 right.
Better 1
120 chronometer to the right. We are passed by Echo 8 crew and chronometer correct. Airline
50, 40, 30, 20.
Natural 98, you can go direct
10.
copy.
Okay, floated much more than we want to do. 131 though, nose down gently. Reversers are out, we're decelerating. Lots of room. $60 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Chicago Midway. Floated a little bit more than what I wanted to, but actually ended up not being too bad of a landing. Okay.
143, exit next left, traffic 2 miles out.
Next left, southwest, 143. Alright. Vacated. Traffic is behind us somewhere, but we're good to go. Cool, back up into the flight deck.
Welcome Midway, left Yankee, cross runway 31 left and 31 center, then Tango to gate Bravo 24.
Alrighty, left on Yankee, cross through and left and center, Tango into the ramp for gate Bravo 24, southwest 143. Alright, cool. Looks good. Last time I tried to land here, I went through the trees. We've had a pretty spicy arrival into here as well once, man. One time when we were flying, we didn't... for some reason, we didn't get any braking action. We literally slid right off the end of the runway. So that has happened before as well. Are you giving up track IR? Yes, we are full-blown onto Tobii eye tracker, man. It is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, we're getting alarms and stuff like that. Landing lights are coming off. Runway turn-offs can stay on. Strobe lights off. I might, you know what I might do? I might disable scroll wheel. So I feel like it's such a pain in the ass. Or I just need to stop scrolling. I need to just start hitting switches instead of scroll wheeling on them. What's the difference between Tobii eye tracker? I mean, the main difference, it tracks your head and your eyes. If you're not wearing sunglasses, it tracks your head and your eyes instead of tracking an infrared camera that's attached to your headset, right? Regular track IR, just you have this big brick that's hanging off your head. And yeah, the Tobii, it removes everything. Like I have nothing. I have nothing on my headset, I have nothing like that, right? So. Fly Lilo, hello, good to see you, my friends. Welcome back, hope you're doing well. Give us Bravo 24, chat. Bravo 24. Need to figure out exactly where that is. Bravo 24, no. Right, and if we come down here, we'll go to our search. And we're going to go to MDW, and we're going to go to airport, and we're going to go parking spots. And we're going to zoom in. Bravo 24 is right on the corner. Beautiful. So we're crossing this a slight right, and we should be able to go right in there. Is it as accurate as track IR? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. I still have to do some tweaking and some configuring, but yeah, it is. Yep. I actually prefer it over track IR because it's a head tracker, you can actually go like far further than you can with track IR, right? Like track IR, once you get to about 90 degrees, it kind of starts clipping because the camera is not making contact with the IR system, right? So that's the big thing. That is the big thing. Speaking of which, APU spooled up. Get those done. After landing checklist, engine start switches are off, flaps are up, speed brake is down, radar is off. After landing checklist complete, we're making a right here, and then we should be making a left into Bravo 24, which I think is right on the corner. That should be 20, 22, and then 24 is out on the corner right there. Should be, anyways. A lot of blue planes with yellow tails, it is, yes.
6160, radar service was terminated, signal change to, bye-bye.
It's right on the corner there.
Walk 2004,
I'm going to go ahead and kill my runway turn-offs and taxi lights. And we should be right here and on the corner.
Before you go, I got information, Juliet up at Milwaukee.
There's us.
3016. It currently shows 19er, I think, but it will be 25 left arrival now.
Okay, we're at 25 left.
APU gen is on. Bravo 24 for us. Can you still keep behind the button to turn it off in a hurry? Yep.
Delta 1123,
Yep.
be closing up, change advisory, good day.
One button on the back of your yoke, and that's it. That's all you need, man.
Delta 3130, be closing up, change advisory, now bye-bye.
Beautiful. Park brake on. Good. APU's on. APU.
Panther 172, heavy turn left turning 180, and then
Good.
turn direct to Comiskey. Right,
APU's on. APU bleed is on. Good. Let them up. Shut them down. Good. Upstairs. Anti-collision light. Wing light. Hydro pumps. Fuel pumps. Probe heats. Generators. Yacht dampers. Isolation valve. APU bleed stays on. That's all good. Cool. Sweet. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Fuel pump switches as required off. Let's go GSX. We're going to operate Shepherdge. Seatbelt signs are off. Window heat is as required. Auto. Probe heat. Auto. Anti-ice off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Air conditioning panel is set. Anti-collision light is off. Engine start levers are on cutoff. And transponder is set to standby. Shutdown checklist complete. Beautiful. Brian, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. That is wonderful. We'll go to GSX. Request deboarding. And there we have it, my friends. Absolutely wonderful first leg. A little bit floaty on their arrival, but not bad. I'm okay with that landing, I would say. We didn't absolutely smash it into the runway. I tried to, not really smash it, but I tried to a little bit Ryanair it, but I guess it's not in my blood to Ryanair, chat. Not in my blood. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and plan for the return flight, shall we? By flight, we're going KMDW over to MSP. Now, I think we'll probably end up using runway 30 into MSP. We'll see what they want to give us, but sim brief, we'll go edit flight. We are new flight. Let me get some tunes bumping for us here as well. Good. Good. Alright, we're going to be KMDW to KMSP. 800. Yeah, it has us landing on 30 left. 172. Brian, thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Thank you very much for the continued support of the channel, my friend. Welcome back to business class. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. I call priority boarding next leg. Don't you have to pay for that on Southwest? I think you have to pay. I think it's like a fee. Mopar was telling me because Mopar's flying Southwest out to California. I'm pretty sure it's a fee. You just pay a fee. Semper, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Testing sim update beta. It is insane. Nice. Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, cool. That's done. That's all set. Good. We'll send off our flight plan. Okay. Dan, thanks so much as well, man. Appreciate you, dude. Back up into 11 months as a business class member. Says, yay, almost a year. Thanks for the great content, Cap. No worries, man. Thanks for all of the content. Sorry. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a great viewer, man. Really do appreciate it. Cap, I can't find the cruise temp in my sim brief plan. The cruise temp? What do you mean? Usually the cruise temperature is set for you. Are you talking about your cruise wind? It's $25 to $50 for priority boarding, but it can be worth it since first come, first served seating. Yeah, absolutely. Front of the plane, get a nice view of the wing and the engine. Window seat, absolutely. Yeah. What's the next flight plan? We're going back to Minneapolis. Back over to Minneapolis. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to jump back inside the aircraft. I'm going to start doing some configuring down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pinned charts. I'm going to start unpinning all these charts because we don't need these anymore. So I'm going to unpin all these, unpin, good. I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm going to go request new data from SimBrief, and there we go. Should show our new flight plan, Southwest 379. Shows where we're going, MDW to MSP. Wants a cost that's of 65. Anyways, don't worry about all of that. Cool. So we can go ahead and go back to our charts. We can start bringing some up. So if we go to search, we go to MDW. We'll go to departures, and we need the standard instrument departure. We're going to be on the... there is no departure, actually, so I guess we're going to be on the Midway 6 departure. We're going to go to our airport. We're going to pin our airport charts. Good. We can just open that up for now. Good. We got that. We got that. Good. We don't need anything else. We'll go to arrivals now. The star, we're going to be on the Bloom 4 RNAV arrival, so we'll pin that. And then for our approach, we're looking to do the ILS 30 left. So we'll find the ILS 30 left, which it is right there. We'll pin that one. Beautiful. And then we've got all that. And then we'll go to airport, and we'll also pin our airport charts, which we will need when we land as well. Good. And then we can just go to our pin charts. And then we have all access to everything here. So we've got both airports, got MDW and MSP. We've got our standard instrument departure, the Midway 6. We have our standard terminal arrival, the Star, the Bloom 4. And then we've got our approach for the ILS 30 left. So we literally have everything that we need in there. Beautiful. Cool, that looks good, and we want to take it via Hapton once again. I just wanted to have a quick look at that. So cool, sweet, looking good there. Happy with all of that. Let's go down to the FMC. Let's start programming some stuff down here. So we'll go to our menu tab. We're going to go to FS Actions. We're going to go to Payload. We're looking for a 0 fuel weight today on the return flight of 134.5. So we'll bug that up there. Good. I'm going to go to GSX. I think they're done deboarding. They're almost done. Let's just restart the QTAS script so we're not sitting here forever. And we'll just go ahead and reload that bad boy. Give that a second. Comes reloading it. Good. We'll go to SimBrief. OK. Good. 172 passengers for the return flight. And we'll go ahead and request boarding. There we go. Beautiful. Cool. 134.5 on the 0 fuel weight. We've got that. We'll go return. Fuel for the return leg. 15,900. So 15.9. Good. We'll populate that. Beautiful. Return and return. Great. We'll go do a company route as well. So we'll come down here. We're going to grab a company route. So we'll export selected formats. Good. We'll close that. Beautiful. So let's go to our... nope. Crew is everybody is already on board. So we'll go to FMC. We'll go to our route tab. We'll put in KMDW to KMSP. We'll throw that into our co-route. Good. Call sign for the return flight Southwest. What were we? 379. 379, Southwest 379. We'll activate and execute that. Beautiful. Departures, we're going to plan for the Midway 6 out of 22 left. Beautiful. We'll execute that, and then it's going to be radar vectors to Piku, which is all good there. And then for our arrivals, we're going to plan for the Bloom 4 in runway 30. So Bloom 430B, we're going to take it via the Minosa transition. We're going to plan ILS 30 from Hapton, and we'll go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. If we go to our legs, we scroll through, no crazy discontinuities, nothing else is there. Good. Go to our NITREF, 0 fuel weight today, 34.5, good. Planned fuel, we need 15.4 to get out of here, so we'll plan for that on the plan. Good. Reserve's going to be 5, cost index is going to be 35, cruise level 32,000 feet for the return flight, average wind component 298 at 64, which will be nice. We'll bug that up, we'll execute that. Good. N1 limits here today. No derate, and we'll actually head over here and work on some stuff over here. So we'll go back to our performance calculator and we'll start grabbing some information. So we're going to go import from OFP, good, MDW, Chicago Midway, runway ID. We're going to plan 22 left. Elevation, runway heading, runway slope, runway length. That's the crazy part about this. We're going to import from aircraft, so 150.4 CG1934. Optimum flaps, optimum rating. Actually, yeah, that's going to be fine. We'll import the weather and we'll go ahead and calculate our V speeds and all that stuff. So cell temp says ATM, so we're not selecting a cell temp. Cell temp, it's going to be an N1 of 97.73, which will happen once the packs are all on here, but that's all looking good, so I'm happy with that. We'll go to our takeoff page. Flaps will be 5 degrees, CG weight 19.4, trim 564, which all looks down here 565. Everything's good, and then it has our V speeds 39, 41, 50, 40, 41, 50. So everything is good with that. All of that is set and great as well. Beautiful. Cool. We're pretty much good to go, chat. We're just going to sit here and wait for the boarding process now. Pull this camera out a little bit. There we go. Good. Cool. Sweet. Wait for the boarding process. I'll sit here and chat. When are you leaving for World Flight? We are leaving Saturday morning, super early. Super early. I got to leave my house at about 3 a.m. Have to drop my car off at about 3:30 a.m. At the airport for about 4 a.m. That's my plan. I'm going to the park and ride, so I park my car, and then a big shuttle bus comes, picks me up at my car, takes me to the airport, get through security. Yeah, it's going to kind of be a pain in the ass. Still waiting to see if I'm getting my business class upgrade. I probably won't figure that out till tomorrow, though, to be honest with you. Two Maxes and what SFO Ontario? CRJ 700. Yeah. 2 Air Canada Max 8s and a CRJ United Express CRJ 700. But I've paid to get the best seat, the first seat in the CRJ 700. It was like 60 USD, I think. So that'll be good. I love early flights, just a great feeling. I don't know if they're my favorite, but yeah. Robert dropping another $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, Robert. Thank you very much for support, my friend. How much are you up to now with that? Robert with $20 as well in donations. Huge no floaties to you, Robert. Thank you very much for support, man. Appreciate you. It's actually going to get you right behind Dan, but you're right there with him. So huge no floaties to you, Robert. Thank you very much for support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind, man. T1 in Toronto, have fun. I'm not going to Toronto, dude. You think this is my first time?
You're going to have to work a little harder than that.
Ah, there we go. Coming in with the $5 on top with the $25. Huge no floaties to you, Robert. Thank you for support, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Incredibly kind, man. You know, I'm not a rookie. I already know. Do not go through Toronto if you're going to go internationally. It's just a shit show. No, that's why I'm going Ottawa, Vancouver, San Francisco, Ontario. Yes, much better. Much better. YW to Vancouver flight looks like a ball buster. It's almost 6 hours, Dan, because of the headwind right now. It's scheduled at 5 hours and 49 minutes. Yeah, it's a long one, man. Yeah. Do you need Tobii eye tracker mount to clip it on your monitor? I did, yes, because I have a curved monitor. Yeah. What's with Toronto? It's just a shit show. The security is there's just lines for days. It's Canada's busiest airport. So it's just a shit show. Always, at all times. Now, when I went down to Houston, I actually went through Toronto, and I have to say, I think I stood in line for about 30 minutes. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth experience. I really didn't have too many issues. Is there a release date for the UFT bot to the Microsoft Marketplace? No. That I'm not sure he's landed. Usually it's a couple weeks after release. So yeah, if you can, avoid Toronto if you can. If you can. Yeah. Do you pre-clear customs in Vancouver? I fully clear customs in Vancouver, Davis, yes. So when I land on my flight in Vancouver, when I come from Ottawa to Vancouver, I land, and then I'll go through U.S. security. So I go through another security, a little bit more of take off your shoes, empty your bags. That is U.S. security. So I'll do that, not empty your bags, but take your laptop out, take your power bars out, take all that shit. You have to take that out. And then I go speak to a U.S. customs agent, yes. And you'll be saying, hi, Kyle, how are you? What is your purpose for traveling down to the U.S.? And I'm just going to say I'm visiting with family and friends. Exactly what I'm doing. Family and friends. Robert, thank you again for the $15 to put you up to 25 on the month. Huge no floaties too, Robert. Thank you very much, my friend. There we go. Everybody's in there. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Response, what? Where do you usually go through customs after you arrive? Yes. So Canada and the US are done a little bit differently because there's so much travel between the two airports and countries. It's beneficial for the US to pre-clear you before you go in. It can also create some issues when you go from, right, like you don't want somebody landing in the US to then have to send them back home to Canada, right? So it makes it a little bit, that's, I think, the purpose behind it, is just so that it creates that little bit less of a chaos at the arriving airport. Like, what if you fly 15 hours, or, well, obviously not, but what if you fly 5 or 6 hours and then you land and then US Customs is like, no, you can't go in. You know what I mean? So, do you have the issue where every time you open the sim, your assistance options are not saved to go back to easy? I've heard that's a bug right now with the sim update. Sim update 14, the beta. I've heard it's a bug. I don't have that, no, because I'm not in sim update 14 beta. Forgot to ask you if customs gave you an extra search treatment last time for the expo. They did not, Reggie. No, it was actually super easy last time coming through. And I've applied for my Nexus card as well. So I'm not going to have Nexus for this trip, but I should have Nexus for Flight Sim Expo in Vegas. So when I'm through with, now that I have Nexus, Reggie, it's like, dude, it's so much easier. I don't even have to speak to anybody anymore. I just go, I scan my passport and I walk through this line, because Nexus is basically TSA pre-check. It's like all of that together, right? That's what it is. So, yeah. Reggie, Jesus. No, none of that. None of that. Nexus is great, yes. It's, yeah. If I can stay long, what's your route planned for this evening? I think we're doing MSP to Toronto. I think. I haven't fully decided, but we've got Winnipeg. Like, we're flying into Winnipeg for World Flight as well. So I think we're just going to do Toronto this evening. I think that will be the plan. There's a bug in Microsoft that resets all your settings. Yes. Damn, this battery's dead too. All my vape batteries are dying. What's going on today, Jet? Probably this one I haven't charged in forever. Wait, did you put two $5 donations? No, you only had one $5. Okay. Because you originally did 10, and then you did another 10, which puts you up to 20, and then you put 5, which puts you up to 25. Or am I missing something? What do I got here? Robert with 5. Yeah. Yeah, you've got 2 $10 donations and 1 $5 donation, Robert. So 25 is correct. That's at least what it's showing here on my Streamlabs. Maybe one of them hasn't come in yet. This cartridge is spicy. All right, waiting for the last couple passengers to board. Let me reconnect with our new call sign. Good. Everybody logged off, unfortunately. So, how are you finding the eye tracker? Well, I'm using it for head tracking, but I really like it. I really like it. Yeah. Like, really like it. I love that I don't have to wear like a big brick on my head anymore. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. Cap, what's the medicine? What is this one? I can't remember. It's not what I ordered, but they were out of the one that I did order, so they put this one in there. I don't know. Matthew dropping the $25
A little whatever money for you at World Flight. Looking forward to seeing some great streams for a good cause.
Huskers dropping the $41 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks so much for your support. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Surprised it works so well with your sunglasses. Well, I'm not using the eye tracker. I'm using the head tracker. So the cool thing about Tobii is it can do your eye tracking, but it also can do your head tracking. So if you're somebody like myself that streams wearing sunglasses and a hat and stuff like that, it still picks everything up because it's monitoring your head, right? The eye tracking wouldn't necessarily work because I'm wearing sunglasses, right? So it wouldn't be able to track my eyes. So yeah, anyways, Huskers, thank you very much for the $41 donation. I appreciate you. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. That's getting you up top on the leaderboard. And Matthew dropping the $25 as well. Huge no floaties to you, Matthew. Thank you very much for support, my friend. I appreciate you.
Just wanted to join the leaderboard. Also, we have extra Chicago dogs and deep dish on the flight back.
I'm ready, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, man. How do I get that flight deck view, Cap? Which one? The one that I'm right now? You just set your view. However, you can move your camera around, right? You can move your camera. So you just have to set your view. If you really like this one, you can go to my Discord, !Discord, and you can take it from there. Yeah. Huskers, thank you again, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Grabbing top spot on the leaderboard. Go ahead and get you up here. 41 smackaroons. Robert, second place. Ousting Danbury. And then we've got, of course, Matthew dropping the 25 as well. Matthew, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Grabbing the last spot. So much, guys. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties too, guys. Thank you. Incredibly kind. I'm saving up for the rest of my donuts for World Flight. You're fine, man. Don't worry. Telling her to save them up. Save them up, man. Save them up. I would donate, believe me, but you're going to have to wait until I graduate to get a job. You're perfectly fine, man. Perfectly fine, man. Need to fix that $4 leads. Change to 4. Oh, my bad. Yep. Thank you. I was going to say, somebody would have been upset if they donated $5 and were like, I'm on top of the leaderboard. There we go. Nicely done. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Everybody's up in there now nicely. Wonderful. Sweet. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Dan coming up with his business class subscription as well. Welcome back, Dan. Thank you for your continued support, my friend. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. One day I'm going to make it on leaderboard. One of my life goals. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate it, man. I think we're ready to go. Boarding completed. Yes. Prepare for pushback and departure. Let's go, chat. Upstairs, we're on APU bleed. We shouldn't need to remove anything, do we? Anyways, let's do our pre-flight checklist here. Interior and exterior inspection has been completed. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav and display switches, normal and auto. Passenger signs are on. Sounds up here. Window heat is on. Engine bleed air switches are on. Just going to pause the music chat. Bear with me for a second. We're good on the music for a bit. Good. That's good. All right. Pressurization panel is set for 32,000 feet. Beautiful. Pressurization mode selector is on auto. Correct. Good. Mode control panel. Good. We're going to go initial climb 7,000. And then we're going to bug up 150 on the V2 speed, 222 on the heading select. All of that looks good. Great. We're going to recycle our flight directors. Actually, we'll turn that off now. We'll turn them back on. Good. That usually helps to like resync everything if you need it. Good. Cool. Oxygen mask. Left side. Left side. Right side. Good. Altimeters. 3023, 3023 set and cross check. Flight nav instruments checked. Warning and enunciator lights checked. Speed brake is down. Takeoff warning. Checked and closed. Engine start levers cut off. Stab trim switches are normal. Fire warning has been checked. Nose left facing southwest on T1. Straight push on to T2. We're going to go straight push. Transponder, rudder, radio and transponders, sorry. I think I need to release. Is the door closed? Yes, okay. Release park brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start and will.
Good. Alright, radio and transponder has been set. We're going to put 2,000 again because we're no ATC, so we'll just bug up 2,000. Good. Leave that on standby for now. Rudder is... Sorry, radar off. Rudder and aileron trim free and 0. Park brake set. We was. Windows closed and locked. Flight attendant briefing has been completed. Departure briefing is complete. Logbook and QRH is on board. Fuel required. We need 14.9. We've got 15.3 on board, so we're good there. Beautiful. Pushback doors are closed. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Transponder is XPNDR. Beautiful. Engine number 1 over to ground. We'll actually go ahead and kill the packs off and off. Good. Isolation valve is open, so we should get a good engine start. Start valve open. Nice straight pushback here. We're looking good. And again, we're looking for about 25% before we introduce fuel. Right, there's 25%. We'll introduce fuel number 2. Good.
Set parking brakes.
Wonderful. We're going to reset. Good. Upstairs. Good. Cool. Set park brake.
Cockpit to
Good.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
Lone Sparrow coming in with the $50 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for the support, dude. That is incredibly kind. Guys, can we please get some love and chat for Lone Sparrow? Dropping the 50 bomb, my man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much for support. That is incredibly kind. Hopefully, chat, we can spam some huge no floaties. I see all the no floaties coming in now. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got a Delta departing or arriving? Might be departing. All right, let's go engine number 1 over to ground. Reset your clock. Yeah, already did that. We're all good to go on that. He is departing. There he goes. He was flying with us as well.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
You don't get any AI planes at Midway. Which Midway scenery do I use? I use the Derzeki design. You can always put exclamation point scenery in chat.
Knock knock.
Introduce
Who's
fuel.
there? It's me and I'd like to be on the board, too. Looking forward to watching the World Flight streams.
Yes.
Camp. Happy Thursday, everyone. Cool face.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Huge no floaties, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lone Sparrow, I'm going to add you up here. Top spot, my man. Thank you for the support, sir. Appreciate it. 50 smackaroons. Move everybody down the leaderboard 1. Thank you, guys.
Don't shut the door yet. I am right behind you, Lone Sparrow 67.
This guy, man. Huskers coming in with the $27 donation to put him up to $68 on the month. Hold on. We're not going anywhere yet. 68 from Mr. Huskers. Thank you, Huskers. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leaderboard, the chaos. There we go. Cheeky little Huskers.
Traffic, FedEx 4218 Heavy, 1 on 10 mile final, 28 right, clear.
Huge no floaties to you, Huskers. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did they remove? Okay, they did. Good, cool. We'll go flaps 5. We'll go gen. Good. We'll go off. We'll go off. We'll go auto. On. Gen 1. Everything's good up there. Okay, cool. After start checklist, generators are on. Probe heats on. Anti-ice as required off. Air conditioning panel is set. Recall has been checked, and auto brake over to RTO. Beautiful. Taxi checklist. Flaps 555 green. Takeoff speeds 39, 40, 50. 39, 41, 50. Thrust is 97.6. Takeoff 97.6. Correct. Stab trim is 565. Good right about there, 565, and flight controls are free and clear. Beautiful. Taxi checklist complete. Let's go and release the park brakes. Let's get the hell out of here, chat, shall we? Park brakes are off. Up to left. With the pushback thing, a visible tug of nose and that's 70 degrees up in the air. That's a part of the scenery. That airplane right there. That's not an actual aircraft, if that's what you're wondering. It's part of the scenery. The Drzecki design has. They do the same thing at DC as well. DCA. Alright, we'll pull out to the left. Cap, wondered why my engine was not starting. I turned the probe heat on instead of the APU bleed. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Is the PMDG tablet an extra cost? No, it's free. It is free. Speaking of which, let's open up our charts. Good. We're going to make a right turn here on Papa. Right, we're leaving the ramp. We'll go get our taxi light on. Good. Next on Cap, you don't have to save the co-route. You can just import the flight from Simbri from the EFB and then enter the 2 waypoint airports of the co-route the company just like you would. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll have to look at that, how that's done. I didn't know there was an actual thing for that. Alright, we'll follow Papa all the way around.
Midway traffic. Southwest.
You do know that FlightAware has free charts, although I think they may be slightly dated. I had no clue. Nope. I know that a lot of people use ChartFox, I believe, is another great option.
Midway traffic, southwest.
ChartFox does a good job.
Midway.
What are you using for wear inside the cockpit? It's the mod on FlightSim.to. It's just a wear and tear mod for the PMDG. I really enjoy it, actually. I really like it. A lot of people use ChartFox, I know that. SkyVector works well. Yeah, SkyVector has charts. I remember when I first started flying and doing stuff, I was using SkyVector when I was flying on Pilot Edge. Because I don't think Navigraph was a thing back then. It might have been. I don't think it was a thing.
Chicago here, traffic, Walker Passing 3, passing one way.
What is Navigraph, about 13 CAD a month? I think so. I buy the annual subscription, Rick. It ends up being a little bit cheaper. I think it's about $100 a year, which is, if you're a serious flight simmer, $100 a year for full working high fidelity charts, moving map charts and stuff. I mean, unbeatable. Comparatively, something, you know, you've got another program that costs hundreds of dollars. Like, ooh, there's a 700 jet. Fancy. Nice. Wire traffic, Southwest 379, landing up runway 22 left, or Midway, sorry. I said O'Hare. We're at Midway, chat, not O'Hare. Right, before takeoff, runway position, inside and out, 22 left, checked, flaps 55 green, navigation briefing complete, takeoff warning checked, auto throttle to arm, we're going to go VNAV, or sorry, we're not going to go VNAV, we're going to go LNAV, can't engage VNAV right away. Engine start switches go over to continuous, and transponder goes to TARA, good, and flight heads to be seated for departure. Flight head briefing has been complete. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Good. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to hold the brakes, chat. We're going to hold the brakes and spool them up. Midway traffic, Southwest 379 departing runway 22 left, Midway. Yo, cam's going on. Sounds are going up. Enjoy, friends. We'll hold the brakes. Throttle's up to 40%. Chrono comes on. Good. Toga. Nose down. Brakes off. Takeoff power is set.
Airspeed's alive.
Thank you.
80 knots.
Cross checked.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Like a rocket ship, chat. Holy shit. VNAV engaged. Climb power's coming in. Flaps 1. Holy macaroni. That's what you get with a no D-rate takeoff, chat. And cold temperatures. 8 degrees, the engines love when it's this temperature. They can perform incredibly well. Auto brake off, gears locked. Let's go flaps clean. Pitch for climb. Maybe 250. Let's get our retractables off. Wing light off.
Correct for air traffic, welcome back to the front of runway 3, right.
Right, and we need to go direct to Piku, execute, right turn. Sounds come back a little bit. 7,000, good. We'll bug up our cruise. Going to re-engage VNAV.
3455 departing 22 left, Midway.
We're going 320.
Midway traffic, southwest.
Good.
Lining up to
We are direct to Piku now. Climbing to our cruise altitude. Very good. 8,000 feet. Engage autopilot 1. Bring you guys back up into the flight deck. Very good. Very, very good, friends. Is there a good FMC app for the iPad? There is a few. I can't remember what the name of it is. Chat will probably know. I can't remember what the name is, but there is a software that you can use, yes. After takeoff checklist, flaps are up and clean. Landing gear is up and off. Packs are auto. Engine bleeds on. Pressurization panel has been checked. We'll just do that for sure here. Engine start switches go off, and APU is in the off position as well. Beautiful. There is 10,000 feet, so we'll leave landing lights and runway turnoffs off. We'll get the seatbelts over to the auto position as well. And there we have it. A beautiful climb out of Chicago Midway. Nice. I'm gonna use that FMC app. 2 sounds cool. Yeah, I forgot what it... XP72 uses it all the time. I forget what it's called. But I know there is a good one that you can use with the iPad and stuff. Web FMC, that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one he uses. Yes, Web FMC. The one that I'm using, you can put exclamation point FMC in chat if you want to have the link to... Mine's an actual physical unit. Web FMC is X-Plane. I thought it also worked for Microsoft. Yep, why did you hold the brakes before takeoff roll? Because it's a very short runway. Very short runway at Chicago Midway. Pardon me.
Midway traffic, Southwest 3455, set of call runways going direct Pumpkin, Midway.
I'll have the one that I have. It is amazing. It's expensive as hell. I already know, trust me. Yes, we are raffling off a $1,000 FMC. The same one that is in the actual 737. So we are raffling off a full 737 FMC for World Flight. So save up your $5 raffles, chat. Yeah, there's a lot of reason to be watching World Flight if you can, because there's some crazy raffles, man, that are going to be going on. It really is going to pay to watch, so to speak. What do you use for the A320 when you're using the FMC? Nothing. I just use it in. I don't have like a physical one beside me. Only for the 737. Any word on IFMS? Looks like it's for Microsoft. I have no clue. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry, man. I've never heard of it. Are you going to be streaming to your channel on World Flight? Yes. Yeah, the whole World Flight will be on my channel. There's also a couple other people that it's going to be on. It's going to be on Jeff's channel. It's going to be on Ryan's channel. We also have a, excuse me, a World Flight channel that it's going to be on as well. So we've got a bunch of different avenues where it will be. Standard barrel, landing lights, runway turnoffs, 18,000 feet. Climb checklist, altimeter set and cross-checked. Climb checklist complete. Beautiful. Next will be our descent checklist. We're looking good. It's an FMC app. Just Googled it. Well, there you go. Hopefully, man, I'm all for it. What's the weather doing down in... what is the weather doing down in... MSP. Winds are 230 at 8 to 10 mile visibility, overcast 15,000. All right. Well, there we go. And you can see our routing right there. Currently heading. I don't know why it's not like a... It's got to be because of the airport's like over here or something like that. They don't want you flying between these two airports or something. Like the routing I found was a little bit weird because it would obviously be a lot shorter if we were just allowed to go direct like this. The routing is a little bit odd. Cool, but odd. You know? If you look at our routing here, it's the same thing, which is like this, and it was the same thing on the way down. It was the same thing, we just basically reverse it. Which is interesting. That headwind is gnarly. 50 knots at 21,000 feet. And growing. They're running you around the O'Hare traffic. That's what I figured. It's just because of how busy O'Hare always is, right? Flight time for this leg was scheduled at 1 hour and 14 minutes was the scheduled flight time. Now, we did the last one in 58 minutes, 59 minutes. It was supposed to be an hour and 5 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes. So it's got to be for O'Hare route clearances. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Kevin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Chat, after this stream, we've only got one more before World Flight. I basically have tomorrow to kind of prepare. I got to do some laundry tonight. After this stream, I need to do a load of laundry. I have about half my things, maybe a little bit over half packed. I'm ready to go. I didn't put any of my shorts away, so I've got all my shorts and t-shirts still ready to go. So we're good there. Yeah, another batch of laundry tonight. Doing some socks and some underwear, some boxers. And I'm pretty much good to go. I'm going to drop Daisy off tomorrow. I'm going to have dinner with my mom and Daisy tomorrow. That's it. Should be pretty easy. Pretty easy day tomorrow. Kind of just relax. Like I said, I got to be up at 3 a.m., right? So, awesome. Do yours too? Oh, dude. Such a pain in the ass. I hate it. I hate doing laundry. If I could have somebody that could come over and just like fold and do my laundry once or twice a week, that'd be fantastic. Half the time it just sits in the dryer. Does anybody else do that, or am I the only one? It just sits in the dryer clean. Like I usually wear like a, you know, unless like it's like a nice t-shirt or something, I'll take it out and fold my t-shirt so I don't look like a bum when I'm going out. But I gotta be honest with you, like a lot of the time, like my like socks and boxers and stuff, they just sit in the, yeah. Is Daisy going to the farm? No, Daisy is going to my mom's house. Yeah. It's already, it would be too much, man. It would be too much for the fiance to deal with Daisy, her dog, and all of her other responsibilities. Much easier to drop her off at my mom. She likes my mom's house. My mom has 2 dogs. They're actually surprisingly 2 dogs that she actually gets along with. So, your parents wouldn't let me keep it in the dryer. Yeah, true. I knew I had a wife for a reason. I knew I was married. Nice. Wife does it at times. Yeah, I don't think mine would. She'd probably be like, do your own. And while you're at it, do mine. Because I got to go out and feed all these horses and shit. Cap, do you have any plans to fly a 737-700? Yes. Does Daisy get along with the horses? Daisy's kind of scared of the horses, to be honest with you. She's not a big fan. So she used to be like super interested in them, Will. And then she got in between a baby and the mom one time when we were in the barn. And the mom kind of like went after Daisy and bit her on the ass, and ever since then Daisy's just been like super timid. So she's very timid around them. She'll like, if she sees a horse, she'll like kind of get all like low and like try and find me and hide like behind me or something. She's a big baby is basically what I'm getting at. My dog is, Daisy is a huge baby, like big time. Actually, I like doing laundry, just takes too long and I'm busy. Yeah, like I don't mind it. Right? Jesus, that one's harsh. I don't mind it, but you know, you still want to fly the 600? I don't have the 600 reg. I don't know if I'll ever pick the 600 up. Maybe, but probably not. Maybe if it goes on like crazy sale at some point, like it costs like $20 or something like that, I might pick it up, but yeah. Well, fiance. Yes, I was reading someone's chat about wife. I'm going to pull a Smitty and donate the price of a 737 600 to Kappa. My dog is scared of things I shouldn't be afraid of. No fear at all about things she should be afraid of. I feel like that's correct. Yeah. Like, I'll take Daisy for a walk and she'll try and fight, like, whatever's moving in the bushes. And I'm like, yo, you're crazy. Who knows what that is? You know what I mean? But then, like, we're hearing something. Do you know what really scares her? Water bottles. An empty water bottle scares her. The sound, that sound, hates it. Hates it. Like, I don't know why. I've never, like, I don't know why. I don't know why that noise scares her and why that noise upsets her. It's ridiculous. She's literally terrified of water bottles. It's like, bro, what? You're a huge, like, Rottweiler. Like, how are you scared of a water bottle? Thank you, Sanjay. Tanush, good to see you, man. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. 31,000 feet. Almost at our cruise altitude. 32,000 feet today. What was our landing altitude, actually? Let's pull up a chart quickly. So what our landing altitude is. Approach. Landing altitude was... airport elevation, touchdown zone 8, well, airport elevation 842. I'm going to bug up 850 in this. 850. Good. Cool. Sweet. She's a rescue, though, so maybe something from the past? Yes, exactly. Yeah. We'll never really know the rescue dogs. Respect you, Cap, for going that route with Daisy. It's probably the only way I would go, man. I love puppies and stuff like that, but I also feel like there's so many just amazing dogs that deserve a chance before, like, puppies. Listen, like I said, people will always be interested in puppies. People will always choose to pick up a puppy. There's so many dogs out there that deserve so much better than sitting in a kennel or a crate or at the Humane Society, right? So that's usually my go-to way of doing it. And listen, dude, if it was possible, I'd have fucking 15 dogs running around here, man. Maybe one day. I've always told my fiance, like, we don't plan on having kids, so instead of having kids, we're replacing it with dogs and cats and stuff that we can foster and rehome, you know what I mean? So when I'm full-time out living at the farm and we've got all that property, I fully intend to build some type of, like, big enclosure where I can just have, you know, realistically 5-6 dogs, you know what I mean, and all kind of together. And yeah, that's my plan. That's right, Duga. I forgot that you did that. Yeah, that's right. I always go for adopting over a breeder. Most of the time, yes. Now, obviously, you're taking some chances, right? I gotta be honest with you, I've yet to meet a dog that, like, has not been, like, super thankful of the situation that you put them in. Basically, I've yet to meet a dog who hasn't, you know, who's, like, either had to go back to the Humane Society or back to a foster just because it's not working out. Like, fingers crossed I don't ever have to do that. So 101 Dalmatians, yeah. My service dog never liked escalators because we never experienced them living in a more rural area. Went to Disneyland last month. She put her front paw on the escalator but didn't put the back. So cute, man. Oh, that's hilarious. Or it's when they do something and they look back at you and they're like, are you sure? Like, we can do this? We're good? Yeah. Just started stretching like a slinky. That's too funny, man. I suppose you need good internet at the farm before going out there full time, or could you stream for the office like V1 needed? Yeah, no, that, I mean, listen, as much as I would love to do that, rental costs where I live, Sebastian, for like any of that is nuts, right? Like, I'd be paying probably somewhere $2,000-3,000 a month to get like a small business space, $1,500 to like $2,000 a month probably to get a small business place. They just ran the fiber cable out at the farm, so they actually have run the fiber. I'm assuming it's going to be ready sometime next year, spring or summer next year. They've already run it. They've got the boxes. I think they just need to connect it to the infrastructure and do all that, right? So I was going to go Starlink, but with fiber optic run now, there's no reason for me to go, zero reason for me to go Starlink and pay how much that costs not only for like the actual setup and everything, but the services, the monthly setup and stuff. Isn't it like over $200 a month for Starlink and stuff? That's crazy. I'll have fiber optic run right to the farm. It'll be good to go. So yeah, that is there. The next big thing is to get a house down on the property. I don't think I can afford, just with the sheer cost of everything right now, to actually build a house. That would probably cost somewhere of like $300,000-$400,000. So yeah, lived in Gatineau for a while a few years ago. Didn't realize it got that expensive. Good to hear the fiber out at the farm now. And yeah, Starlink is insane. Yeah, it's a lot. How much is on ElonNet? Well, I think to purchase it, it's like $700 to get the router, the modem, and the actual like satellite itself. And then I think it's like $170 or $180 plus tax a month. I think that's what it is. It's pretty crazy, man. It's very expensive. Yeah. You pay €10 for gigabit internet, Latvia. Yeah, I mean, telecommunications in Canada, and not so much in the States. It's actually really a lot better in the States. They have a lot more options. Up in Canada, it's basically run by 3 companies, and they kind of just set the price. The price is absurd up here in Canada, just like for everything, man. Just for everything. Price is absurd up here. $120 a month for service and $5.99 for hardware from the website. Now that's US, right, Bomb Tech? So you have to configure that as well, right? So 600 US is closer to 800 Canadian, and 120 is closer to 160, 170 plus tax, right? Don't forget about Canada and its 13% tax on everything. You can't forget about that, man, because that's such a huge cost. 13% on all of your purchases. That adds up quick, man. Think about it. You got to remember all those. That's why I call it the Canadian monopoly money. Why have y'all not revolted? I feel like it's close. It's closer than it ever has been, to be honest with you right now, man. This country is very divided. I've never quite seen anything. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention as much, but yeah. VAT tax sucks. Government making more than the company. Pure profit. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't, like, why? Like, other than, like, well, listen, I don't want to get into political things. I'm sure there are reasons that countries charge VAT taxes and stuff like that. I know that there's reasons, but like what you said right there, for a government to be charging something then like that even exceeds the profit margin of like the people that are selling the product, that's where it's fucking crazy, dude. And I mean, Canada, it's just taxes, fees. It's all it is. And I understand we've spoke about it, and you guys have told me that, you know, in other countries, I know that in like places, somebody was just saying 25% in Norway. I know in some of those countries up north, it is very expensive. Norway, Sweden, Finland, things are pretty expensive up there. But I mean, it's just insane right now. It's absolutely insane right now. I think he was more joking, Fliterer. It's just, what would you revolt about? Well, the taxes and the government and stuff, right? So it pays for our health care. Well, of course, like I said, I understand that there's reasonings behind it. Again, we were more so talking about when government gets to making more off of your tax dollars than the company's making profit, right? So, you know, it's funny, all these groceries, you know, groceries are going up. The price for everything has gone up. I don't know where you guys live, but here in Canada, the price on everything has gone up. You go to buy milk, you get less milk now than before, and it costs more. So it's like a double whammy. You're getting less, and then you're actually paying more for it. It's crazy right now. It's absolutely insane. Here in Spain, 21% vax tax, but the government gets 50% of my salary on top. I mean, yeah, it's the same here in Canada. It's the exact same. Exact same. I pay like 40-something percent, 42% taxes on my income, and then 13% tax on all my other purchases. You know? That's every product smaller. Yeah, but then you have all these grocery chains. I don't know about you guys, but you have all these grocery chains. Every single major grocery chain in Canada has reported record profit this past year. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you follow the economics of your country, but to me that seems ultra sus. I'm getting absolutely shafted when I go to the grocery store, but all of these grocery stores are claiming that they're making billions of dollars more than they made last year. It's like, there's not that many more people living here and contributing to these numbers, but it's, when you have these companies that come out and claim that they're making, so much more money, or they're making record high profit margins, and you have to sit there and you have to go, what's really going on right now? What's really going on? I hate the divide Canada has right now. People need to understand that people are allowed to have opinions. Just because you are not right or left doesn't mean you're a bad person. I mean, it's always been like that, I feel like, Garnet. I think right now you're just seeing the ultimate, because listen, whether you want to agree or not, I think we can all agree that Canada in the last 8 years under its current government has not done a great job. And I completely understand where frustrations come from. Now, arguing from the other side of things as somebody who used to vote for the current government that's in power, I can understand how people don't have necessarily a lot of confidence in the other side right now, because I got to be honest with you, the last time Harper was in control for 8 years or 4 years, whatever it was, he didn't really do all that well for Canada either. So I get it. And I've always said politics is one of those things, man, where I think people just get so much emotionally involved in it because they get so much, it sucks, man. It sucks having to pay so much on your income tax. It sucks going to the gas station to fill up your car and get absolutely fleeced, or go to the grocery store and you're paying $60 for a single meal at the grocery store, and you're like, how the fuck? I have 5 things in my hands. How does this cost $60, right? And I understand, and the whole carbon tax, and the thing that gets me in Canada right now with this whole carbon tax is we haven't met any of the accomplishments or goals that they have set to meet, but we continue adding these taxes as if they're working. And now fuel's gone up, and the price of vegetables has gone up because the farmers have to pay more in fuel to do the crops, and it just creates this massive clusterfuck. And I think as technology is getting more and more, it's easier to we're constantly being bombarded by, Trudeau's a fucking idiot, this and that, Polyev is just here for this and that. It's just constant bombardment from both sides that people just end up getting so sick and tired of it, right? I mean, it's, in my opinion, and I don't want to get too political here, but in my opinion, what's going on as far as government-wise in Canada right now is absolutely disgusting. It's so blatantly obvious that there are certain people that don't have the intentions of Canada. They have the intentions of, well, I just need to make it that extra 3 to 4 years, and then I collect my pension for the rest of my life. I get that $100,000 pension for being an MP. It's very clear, at least to me, and I think a lot of people, and that's where I think shit's just off the hinges right now. And like I said, people have so much access to information. That's what's the real issue is just how much information is out there, and yeah, it's pretty wild. How much is gas in Canada? Well, Canada makes a lot of its own fuel. Well, we don't. We take the fuel and then we send the fuel to be refined elsewhere and then sold back to us. Right now it is what did I pay? $1.44 a liter. $1.44 a liter. I paid that yesterday to fill up my car. It was $56 to fill my car. 56 and change. Yeah, $56. Who asked the baited question? I don't even think, like I said, we're not going to get into it, and we're not going to discuss this any further. Somebody was just mentioning just the way that the world is right now, and it's very clear that it's like this from everywhere, It's not too bad in Ontario right now at the moment. Yeah, that's where I filled up. I filled up in Ottawa yesterday, 144, 143, 144, something like that. This month, Norway will have 50% off taxes. Is that an actual thing? Definitely can't speak in Canada, even though you're my neighbor. Don't live there. Follow their economics, but I can't believe it's nuts as you say. It is, man. And I feel, you know, I think it's the same shit going on down there in the U.S. Right? You got Biden, who really hasn't lived up to the whole expectations. Again, in my opinion, I don't follow the U.S. I'm not super familiar with what's going on. I don't watch CNN or Fox News or any of that, right? I don't pay attention to any of that. I try not to. But just, you know, approval ratings and stuff that have kind of been shoved into my face. That's the only stuff that you see, right? And, yeah. It's, who do you have as the alternative, right? You just don't have anybody down there. So you've got what coming by, you know? You've got Trump as the only other one, and I feel like if Trump gets in, there's just going to be a fucking, it's going to be like, it's going to be, you guys are going to have a fucking civil war, man, down there before. I'm not even joking. Like, I would be genuinely scared. Now, again, this is just going off of what I know and about what I see. I could be completely wrong. It could be blown out of proportion, but I just feel like there's just like, it's a fucking steaming kettle down there, and shit is about to pop off. That's how I truly feel. And that's somebody looking at it from an outsider's perspective. So again, take it how you want it, but yes. And you guys know I love the US, man. I love the US. I'm going there in like 2 days. I leave to go to the US. It feels like shit's a brewing, man. Yeah. The younger politicians did it for the clicks. They have no idea how to represent the people. It's a shit show. Again, it's not, and it's not, this is kind of, this is kind of everywhere around the world, man. And I get it. It's not just in Canada. It's not just in the US. I feel like it's everywhere in the world. I feel like there's so much tension because of COVID and restrictions and all the things that have been done. And there's just, again, that's why the world is so divided right now, man. Like it's kind of crazy. Yeah. Food Basics and No Frills are the best place to shop in Canada. They're great. Yeah. Yeah. In Canada, it's not even better. No, it's not. It's yeah. At least chicken is still like $2 a pound. Fuck, what do you mean, man? Every time I go to like get chicken wings somewhere, it's like $18 for a pound of chicken wings. I'm not even kidding. I went out for dinner with the fiance like last month, and it was $18. I got 9 chicken wings for $18. I could not believe it. I was literally perplexed. I was like looking at her and I was like, how is this? A pound of chicken wings cost $18. When did this happen? Chicken wings are $20 a rack at the grocery store here. Man, eggs are getting easier to afford. $2 a wing is the moon blue. I'm telling you, man, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I feel like that's like you pay that, like 2 of the 9 are usually burnt too. I mean, I feel like those are like restaurant numbers, like at an airport, you know what I mean? Airport restaurant numbers. You guys ever go to an airport restaurant? Oh man, pay $32 for the most basic hamburger you've ever seen in your life. It's like it's airport food, man. Holy shit. Burnt wings? Not burnt wings, but maybe overdone, where they're not as juicy inside, right, Will? Casual spa, man. I haven't been to casual spa since I was like 17, pretending to be 18 and getting absolutely shit-faced. Probably 16, pretending to be 18 and getting shit-faced. We had one like 30 minutes away from us on the Gatineau side growing up in Ottawa. We always used to go there. They didn't care, man. They didn't care. Best airport food is in Greece. I mean, Greece is just fantastic. Felix, I would rate it. I mean, I'd give it about a 7.5. The only thing that I would really like to see is I would love to see the the FS Actions page. I would love to see that on the tablet at some point. That's really it, man. I think once they can get the FS Actions onto there, I think that'd be perfectly fine. That's all I would need. Let me kind of load the airplane. Let me open the doors. Let me have little clickable things here. That's it, man. I think once they add that, I think it'll be complete. I like the size of it. I like how big it is. I like how easy it is to manipulate it. Go back to a menu. You open up a menu. You've got it open. I like that aspect of it. What flight are we doing tonight? I'm not sure. I think we're going to do MSP to Toronto. I think. But I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Biggest use the Earth population is getting too large. Many people on this world. I don't know about that, man. But I don't know. Obviously, supply and demand. But I just feel like I said, ever since COVID, man, shit's just gotten out of control. It's like there's just been like a 2-year excuse of like, well, this is so expensive because of COVID. And it's like, well, no, man. COVID's kind of, behind us. Like it's, a lot of us, like it's still there. I'm not saying it's not there. I know that it's still there, but like it's, I feel like it's a little bit blown out of proportion still. And I know people that have like, they were like posting on their like Facebook, like going to get like my COVID booster, and I'm like, the fuck? COVID boosters are still like you can actually still go get a COVID booster? Like we're not back to like just getting the regular flu shot, and COVID is kind of this. Apparently not. Apparently we're still getting boosters, and yeah. Anyways, we're not going to start with that. We're not going to start with that now. We're just going to smack in. I appreciate you. You're a great person here on the channel. Let's just. That's why I usually don't talk about any of this on the stream, because it gets real crazy, and let's just yeah. Just like I said, I was more I had no clue that like this was still like a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care, man. It's your body. You do whatever you want to do. You don't want to get a booster, you don't get a booster. You don't want to get it, don't do it. I don't care, man. It doesn't change my outlook on it. I've always been very clear. If I didn't have to travel from work, I probably wouldn't have got. Why would somebody who sits and works from home, right? So like, but I travel for work, right? I have to go to like expos, and I go to World Flight, and I go, so yeah. I know it's still a thing, Will. Like I said, I know that it's still a thing. I was just almost shocked. I haven't heard anything about COVID in so long that I was almost shocked to see like somebody on my Facebook saying like, went and got my COVID booster, and I was like, what the fuck? It's still actually like a thing? Like you're still going to do it? So yeah. Why MSP? Can we fly out of somewhere? At least 2 streams have flown out of MSP. Yeah, it's brand new scenery. You know how long we've been waiting for this scenery, Tanush? We've been waiting for this forever, man. So I like the tablet, but I don't know how I feel about them using the fact that it'll be on all PMGG aircraft to take so long. Like you obviously, Phoenix will have their EFB on the 319 and 321. Well, I think they're talking about this is going to be on their 777. This is going to be on their 747. This tablet's going to be on all of their aircraft. To say that Phoenix is bringing it over, yeah, obviously, right? It's not really a new aircraft. It's just, everybody waited for MSP, but nobody waits. Man, we needed MSP real bad. Air Canada flies an hour and 47-minute flight between MSP to Halifax. Is it only an hour and 47 minutes, David? There's no way. There's no way. It's about an hour and 47 minutes from Toronto. Yeah. Will there be a 777 from PMDG? Yes. It is in development. I'd be shocked if it wasn't in beta now. Now that they've got the tablet out and that's all done, I'd be shocked if the 777 wasn't in beta now. For us devs, it's sad that a wide community majority of it doesn't know a RICS exists nor where it is located. What even is that? I don't think that takes... oh, yeah, you're right. What would that be? Is that 2-hour difference? A 2-hour difference, Jarvis, or is it 1 hour? What time are you right now, Jarvis? 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock? Riga. I like Riga. We just need a good A220 so we can fly Baltic ops into there. Pardon me. MSP is a big cargo hub. Correct. I think it's maybe not cargo. It's a Delta hub. I know that it's quite a big Delta hub. All right, we're 41 miles till MSP. We're going to request our descent winds. While we're doing that, we're going to come over here and we're going to get some information. Greg, celebrating 10 months. Thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much for your continued support. Incredibly kind. This is always enjoy the streams, Cap. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Thanks, man. 10 months. We've been to Riga and X-Plane. Yes, we have. Yeah. Do you think PMGG engine sounds need improvement? I feel like the engine's so good from the outside, but from the inside, not as good. I like them. It's okay. 2 o'clock here, so you are an hour back. Okay. That's how that works. All right, arrival airport winds 200 at 5 knots. Now they've died down even more. 10-mile visibility. Slight like tailwind at 5 knots. 3007 on the
Feeling
altimeter.
a little cheeky on last dono. Please apply this to Lone Sparrow 67 total. Appreciated, Cap.
This guy, man. Huge enough floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for support. I'm assuming that puts him to what, 69? $69, slightly ahead of you. Huge no floaties, Huskers. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate you. Is that the number we were looking for? Just drop a no floaties, Huskers, if that's the number we were looking for. Thank you, man. Appreciate it as always. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. Guys, let's get some love in chat for Huskers dropping the 70. Okay, got you. Dropping the $20 donation. Thank you, Huskers. Appreciate you, my man. Incredibly kind. Thank you so much. 29 miles till descent, chat. And if we look at our chart here, the star, the Bloom 4, we want to descend to, what do we want? 7,000 feet. 210 knots, 7,000 feet at Hapton. Cool. So that's what we'll plan there. Good. That's all set. We'll set 7,000 feet for our descent. I'm going to hold shift so this goes much quicker. 7,000 feet. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. Thanks again. Huskers, appreciate you, man. Let me bump him up here. All right, we're done. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. How's the eye tracker versus the track IR so far? I really like it. I really like it. For me, I've noticed a big difference. I'll turn it on right now so you can kind of see. For me, again, the biggest thing is not having the big, bulky track IR unit that has to hang on to your head, as well as not having like a camera that kind of hangs up on top. This is very slim. It's very sleek. Like if I go to joystick cam, I think you can see it, right? Do you see it right here? So that's the track IR, or sorry, that's the, it's going to take me a while I apologize. This is the Tobii eye tracker. So it sits underneath your monitor, so it's very clean as far as like it looks. You don't even notice it, to be honest with you. At least for me, like I don't even notice it. Yeah, I really like the movement. As I've been saying before, I like the fact that it's tracking my head, so like I can spin all the way around, right? You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that's stopping me from spinning around and doing like that. So yeah, I really do enjoy it. I think it's really cool. I have a couple features disabled right now. I'm going to go over a few things. Like I said, I've only had a little bit of time to kind of go over things and kind of check how things are. but I really enjoy it. I think it does a great job. I think if like I'm actually really excited to try it out in like truck sims and stuff like that as well. I think it's going to be great. Yeah. Having a big monitor for this type of tracker things, right? Having a big monitor, I think it depends. Any monitor is fine, you know. Any monitor is fine. And again, it's the same thing as with Track IR, right? So you keep your eyes focused on the center of the screen, and then you just move your head, and it, you know, replicates. You can see I'm moving my head. What am I moving my head? I would say that's maybe 20 degrees, and it's about a 90-degree turn, you know? So it's the same thing as Track IR as far as like what it offers you, like looking left and right. Like I said, because you're not actually having this big bulky thing on your head, it actually becomes a little bit better, and it becomes a little bit smoother in my opinion. So yeah. Lone Sparrow, yes, you can. So I was gonna say I have a setting. Let me turn it on real quick. Shh. I'll turn it on real quick here. We won't see anything. Chat, man, it's weird. I'm getting this weird stutter and pause. I have no clue why my sim is stuttering and pausing like that. It's kind of weird that would do that. Man, so weird. Head tracking sensitivity position done. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. Okay, so now I can move forward. I can lean back. So I actually had that setting turned off. So this would be more natural as to like what the Track IR would allow you to do. Because now I can like go, you know, I can like go right up to like switches and ooh. You know what I mean? It's basically like you're in a VR environment. Do you know what I mean? So it is pretty cool. I have to tweak this a little bit. I think having it set at 1 is... yeah, having it at 1 is might be a little bit too much for what I want. I may have to have it at like 0.5 or something like that. But yeah, it is wicked. Like I said, you go up and like look at switches, and like if you want to like go forward, you can go forward, and you know what I mean. Like it's pretty damn cool with what it allows you to do, and it's a lot more. Again, 1 is a little bit too much for me. I probably want it set to like 0.5, 0.5. I think at 1.0 it's just a little bit. It like again, I'm barely moving forward, but it's jumping like a good like couple feet ahead, right? But yeah. Like I said, I'm going to have a full video of this, so I'll be able to show all of this off a little bit better when I get back from World Flight, and I have a little bit more time to kind of play with it and tweak with it. But yeah, that's so good. It's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Not only you, V1 is having issues as well as... I'm not having frame rate drops, Calvin. I was just joking. Because I opened up the main menu. I didn't want to get in trouble because you're not supposed to pause your sim on VATSIM. I'm not really having any stutters. I have great performance 99% of the time. Certain airports cause, you know, a little bit more of a frame drop, but yeah. What did Dan Barry do? What did I miss? It also lets you look at the back of the cockpit so no one jumps you from the cabin door. Yeah. Mr. Dan Barry. I'm so excited, man. Guys, Dan Barry is going to be sitting right here. And in Mopar, these guys are going to be sitting right like this. Look at that. Mopar, your seat's ready. There you go, man. Chat, this is literally going to be us in like 2 days, 3 days. By Sunday, you're going to have me, Maverick, and Dan sitting there for Sunday's stream. That's Sunday's stream. We're going to be actually in a cockpit, flipping real switches, doing real things, streaming for you guys. It's going to be incredible, man. It's going to be so damn cool. I cannot wait. Can't wait. 12 hours to Australia in that seat. Yeah, that would... I don't know about that one. Let's go to our approach. 30 left. We'll start grabbing some numbers up here, chat. 110.3 and 301. 110.3. Good. Bug that. 1103. Bug that. Good. 301 on the course heading. 01. 301. We're going to go auto brake 3. If we can make that first left, ideally that's what we can do. And I think that's it. We just did our minimums. 1023 on our minimums today. 1023. Good. Cool. And then we'll update the weather. Go back here. Search. Good. Altimeter was 3007. We'll bug that up. 3007. Get that set. Left side. 3007. Right side. Good. Cool. Good to go. Did you guys decide on going to Pink's Hot Dogs? We'll have to see, Matthew. Listen, dude. The entire trip, because we're flying so much, because we're flying around the world and doing some stuff, we're super limited with time. If we can fit it in, I think we're going to do it. But there was other things I think that we wanted to do while we were down in LA, so I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I will be posting everything in the Cafe Canada, though. So if I do anything, you will know. It'll be up in Cafe Canada. Mofo, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hope you enjoy your first Max 8 trip this weekend. Yes. Yeah, I should still be checking. I think they're still using that aircraft. Hopefully they don't switch it on me. Just like you posted your Thanksgiving meal. Fuck, dude. I annihilated that, dude. I was so hungry. We ended up eating so much later than we needed to. Annihilated it. And like now that I'm on this diet, Jarvis, like, man, I used to be able to eat like, 2-3 plates of something. Now I struggle to put like one like decent sized plate together. I can't eat as much as I used to. I mean, it's a good thing, right? No more crazy overeating, but yeah. I was so damn hungry. Exactly, Dan. Yeah. What's your favorite 737 variant to fly? Probably the 800. I think the 900 is the best to land, but yeah. Vacation calories don't count. You are correct. The amount of times I will be going to get in and out this week alone, not good. Not good. I predict in and out at least 5 times while I'm there for a week. And that's going to include like a lunch. I don't know if we'll ever have it for dinner, but like lunch for sure. And like midnight snack. Finish the sim around 10, 11 o'clock at night. Cap, what do you think about the truck sim tonight instead of flight sim? No, because it's our flight sim schedule, right? Thursday nights are flight sim schedules. This isn't like an after dark or something, so I'm not going to switch it. 5 times? I actually thought that was being a little bit easy with that estimate, Dan. I found a late night snack run idea. I'll tell you later. Sounds good. You know I'm ready for that. We also need to get some Uncrustables, Dan. When we go to Walmart to get those seat cushions, we need to go get some Uncrustables. Because we need to try the grape jelly and peanut butter Uncrustables. What's the route for tonight? I haven't fully decided, Jarvis. I'm a little bit on the fence. Part of me wants to do like, I don't know. I do not know. Like, I almost wanted to do Vancouver to San Francisco, just because that's the flight that I'm doing on Saturday, but yeah. In and out in a few Beastie 787s and 350s. Doesn't get much better than that. I know. I'm ready. Eat Uncrustables for sure? Absolutely. No yellow box. Peanut butter and honey toasted. Yeah, okay, well, you get that one. I'm going to get the grape jelly and peanut butter. The cargo hold should be full of Uncrustables. I think you have to eat it 10 hours after defrosting it. Could probably bring it on my... Can I bring an Uncrustable with me? I didn't even think about that. Can I bring an Uncrustable on the airplane? Why not, right? It's sealed. Can you put that? Should be good, right? There's a peanut butter and honey option. There is. Yeah, in the States, Jarvis, they have all kinds of flavors. I'll send you some pictures. Uncrustables A tier. The strawberry ones are good. Yeah, that's what we have here. So Matthew, we've got the strawberry peanut butter and the Nutella one, the chocolate one. Should be it's food, not liquid. I may have to get some Uncrustables for my trip then. Early morning Uncrustables on the plane, chat? Whoo-hoo, shit. That may be going down. That may be going down. Show up at the airport with my Uncrustables. Sir, you cannot take these through. Fucking slam them together and just hammer them down at security checkpoint. Are you that type of person, chat, when they tell you you can't bring something? Do you stand there and finish it, or do you just throw it away? If you get business class upgrade, that food is usually pretty good. Yeah, well, that's 100%. I keep checking my phone for the email. I literally keep checking my phone because I'm waiting for that email to come in. It's kind of weird because we're definitely way less than 48 hours away from my departure time. So usually you would get an email saying like, hey, it's been accepted, or unfortunately it's been, I guess we'll wait and see. I can't remember when I got my last one when I went down to Houston. I thought it was, I felt like it was pretty close to like departure time. Like it was like around 24 hours when you can like, right before I can check in. Just go here, try one. Saw TSA tell someone the other day they couldn't bring their bottle of vodka on the plane, so the guy gave everyone in line a shot to get rid of it. Fucking right. Good. Absolutely. Good man. I like it. Did they allow him to do it? Can't you check the seating chart online? So I can check the seating chart online, Huskers, but until you check in 24 hours before, they don't show you the first class and what availability is in first class. They don't show any of that. Because what they do is they want people to bid, right? And they want people to bid the highest number possible, and then they'll either allow it or
I'm a slammer.
not allow it.
Bartender starts kicking everybody out at the end of the night. I'm at the door, chugging my beer.
Good man. Chug, chug, chug. Huge love, floaties to you, man. Thank you for the support, C2A, again. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind, man. Stoner at the U.S. Customs. Hey, I've got an Uncrustable in my pocket. Do you want one? Nice. Totally different than what you're used to. Yeah, and then 24 hours before the flight, Huskers, they'll allow you to check in. And then once you check in, they'll show you the first class availability. And if you click on the seat, it'll have like a base. They set it before the flight. So it'll be like $350 to upgrade to a business class, or $250 to upgrade. So right now, Huskers, they wanted $450. So I said, no, I'm not paying them $450 because I know nobody's going to take that. It's on a Saturday morning, right? So they wanted $450. So we'll see how much it costs when it opens tomorrow, when I can actually check into my flight on the app. We'll see how much they want. My guess is probably like $350, $375. And if they do that, then I'll probably take it at that price. That's not a bad price. I can justify that as well. Plus, I think I can use this. I think I can just do a business write-off. I'll have to check with that, but I'm pretty sure this considers a business trip. Is considered a business trip. I'm not making money while I'm there, but I'm there. I don't know. It's weird. I'll have to check. I don't know if I can consider this a business trip. Maybe. I don't know. When I go to like the other ones, the expos and stuff, yeah. Well, so I have a bid upgrade on my flight from Vancouver to San Francisco, Huskers. That will get me my lounge trip. That will get me the lounge access. So that's the one that I have a bid on. They wanted $250. I bid $300. I bid $50 more than what they were going to charge, because I actually want to get that one. So as a CPA, I'd say yes. Okay, good. I was just going to say I have to talk to my lawyer. I have to talk to my accountant, Will, because I don't know, but I'm assuming it is. Like I said, I think it is. I don't know. You have 2 layovers? Yeah, I do. Vancouver for 4.5 hours. San Francisco for 2.5 hours, Flyboy. Welcome to flying anywhere from fucking Canada, man. Oh, we need to fly you to one of the 3 main hub airports if you're going to go anywhere to the U.S. You're either going to Montreal, Toronto, Calgary, or I guess there are some flights at Edmonton as well. There are a few flights out of Ottawa as well, but yeah. Will approved it. It's okay. Nice. Tom, what's up, man? We are going to have an evening stream. Yeah, I'm going to get that set up afterwards here. I guess I'll decide where we're going to fly. I don't really know yet. Mountie taxes are a whole different ball game. You might want to check with the Captain Canada LLC legal department. Yes, of course. Make sure you get some stroopwafel. Who has that? At the lounge? I don't know if they have that. Do they? Ottawa rocks you around the world with 5 layovers. That's crazy, man. Did I mention that my flight out of Canada is at 3 p.m. something, so I don't know if I can get up in time? I know, you're lucky, man. You're lucky. Although that's going to be an inbound flight, Dan, so that's the only shitty thing is when you get the inbound flight, you may get delayed because it's an inbound flight. But, I don't know. Hopefully no delays. Hopefully. Descent checklist. Altimeters 3007 set and cross-checked. Minimums 1023 set and cross-checked. Landing data flaps 30 148 v approach speed 153. Landing data is set. Approach briefing complete. Auto brake 3 is set. Seatbelts are on. Pressurization panel is set. Recall checked. Descent checklist complete. We'll do our approach checklist now as well. Flight nav instruments are verified. Cabin has flight attendants due to of arrival. Flight attendants have been notified. Altimeters 3007 set and cross-checked. Approach checklist complete. Next will be our landing checklist. Do we have any speed restrictions coming in here, chat? We're on the Star, the Bloom 4. Here's our speed restriction. 250 knots, 230 knots, 210 knots. So we're good there. So I'll bug up 230. You're flying from Helsinki to Tenerife on January 6th, 6 hours into 7:37. That's not bad. Not bad, yeah. Yeah, Dan has pretty decent routing. He's Edmonton, Denver, Denver, Ontario. But Dan's already like West Coast, right? He's right there. He's, you know, it's a couple hundred miles from like being West Coast, so it is a much easier venture for Mr. Daniel, yes. And he's pretty much in his own time zone. He's going 1 hour back, where I'm going 3 hours back. So it's going to be, you know, there's some days where we're in the sim till 10 p.m. Pacific, which is going to feel like 1 a.m. for me. So I'm going to be all tired and do my best. We'll have to have a couple iced teas. You are 100% correct, Mopar. Mopar has the best routing. Mopar is going from Chicago Midway to Ontario direct. You are correct. That is definitely the best routing. And how crazy is that? We're so close together, yet you have just such a better routing option. It's crazy. How long is your flight again? 3.5? 4 hours? 4 hours? I'd feel like. Intercept is going to be 3,000? 4,000? What's intercept, chat? Intercept coming in from Hapton. We can go 4,000 initially. 4,000 on the descent. Good. Mopar definitely wins. Yes. And he's on a max. 4 hours there, 3.5 on the way back. And he's on a max 8. A Southwest max 8. So yeah, he's going to be bougie up there. Right, where was the speed restriction? 210 at Hapton. Coming up on Hapton. What's the cockpit texture mod? It's the one on flightsim.to, whatever the most downloaded one is. I'm going to start including it with the link, the exclamation point aircraft link. Yeah, it's on flightsim.to, just the wear and tear mod, I believe is what it's called. PMDG wear and tear mod. If you put that into Google, click on the one that has the most downloads. That's the one that I downloaded. All right, we're going to go vertical speed. Going to go about 1,000 feet per minute, a little bit less, 900 foot per minute, down to 4,000 feet. As we need to be at about 4,000, making our turn in here. Good. I think Delta ordered some Max 8s for the futures. There we go. Hey Gap, I have a random question. How do you calibrate your controls in Microsoft? There should be a... I think you have to do it through Windows. You have to use like the Windows calibration. I don't think that Microsoft offers a calibration, or do they, chat? If they do, it's going to be in the control settings. You're going to go to your main settings and then control options. I'm not quite sure if there is. Alright, I'm going to arm Loke. Dan's on an Embraer 175. It's better than me being on a CRJ 700, Dan. The CRJ is not a fun airplane. Windows does offer calibration. You need to remove any drivers before calibrating. Interesting. Okay. Flying Aer Lingus for the first time. There you go. That'll be cool. Okay, I'm quite new to Microsoft, so please forgive. This is a non-worthy question. There's a vector between my waypoints. Is it always a thing, or should I clear it? Don't clear it. What you would do is on your vector, you would basically just go to your legs page, or whatever aircraft you're flying, you go direct to, or your legs page. And whenever you see a vector, you just take the waypoint under it and bring it up to where the vector is. That's usually what you would be looking for. CRJ is fun to fly in game. I don't know about IRL, never flown on. It's a sardine can. Very small, very tight, very sit there with your shoulders like this, try and make yourself as skinny as possible. It's very tight, especially for me being a big guy, 6'2", 240 pounds. Yeah, that's it's not good. And thankfully it's only an hour-long flight, and like I mentioned, I spent a little bit extra and I got a good seat. So alright, slow ourselves down, flaps 1, coming up 4,000 feet, 10 miles from the airport. Shallow this, localizers captured, gonna arm approach. Glide slopes captured, beautiful. Let's go flaps 5 degrees, give you guys a nice view of that coming out. I'm 6'2", play any basketball? No, you need to be like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" for basketball, man. No, I played baseball, hockey, and football. Those were like my 3 sports growing up. Back to work, enjoy the arrival. Tom, have a great day, man. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. Yeah, absolutely, called you. Yeah. Been on a CRJ 200 and a 900. Sardines is fact. Oh yeah, big time. You're just squished in there, man.
2,500.
2,500. All right. Let's go gear down. Speed to 170. We'll go flaps 15 degrees. Come down here. I'm going to go to my airports. I'm going to pull up my MSP airport charts. I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to have a quick little look-see here. We're going to look to either vacate onto Delta. We also have Charlie as an option, or Mike. Last time we actually got Delta. If we can hit Delta or Charlie, I'd be happy, but we'll see how she goes. Let's go final approach speed now today. We're looking at 153. Bug that up. Good. Let's go flaps 25 degrees. Ground spoilers are armed. Green light. Let's do our landing checklist, and we'll go flaps 30 coming through 160 knots. Flaps 30, which are our landing flaps. Landing checklist, gear down, 3 green, flaps 30, 30 green, speed brake armed, green light, engine start switches onto continuous. Get the rest of our lights on. Landing checklist complete. Let's go to our replay. Let's start the recording. Chat, enjoy the arrival. Catch you guys down on the ground. My airplane. My throttles. actually should be much more of a crosswind. Crosswind now. A little bit high up on the slope. Bring that nose down. There we go. Back on track.
400. Minimums.
Continue. Switching to a little bit of a tailwind, which is what we were expecting.
100.
Everything's good there.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Beautiful. Nose down gently into the wind. Accelerating. $60 knots, reverser stowed. Can we hit Delta? Okay, we got Delta. Hey. Oh, this is Charlie. No, this is Delta. Alright, we hit Delta. Good job, chat. Is he going in or is he away? Okay, he's going in. Good. Cool. Back up top. Hey. Nice arrival, chat. Happy with that one. Gun spoilers, flaps. Get ourselves over to the ramp. Beauty. What was the landing rate? I didn't even look. 165, 096 on the G. Perfect. Happy with that one. These winds are a little bit funky coming in. Microsoft has this tendency, when you go from like a crosswind to like a tailwind, it feels very weird on the nose. Like very, very weird. Okay, where are we parking, chat? Let's go to, if we go to here, we can actually zoom all the way in. We can actually get the really cool, like the Navigraph. So we can go down to Hotel 13 or something like that. I don't know. Let's go GSX. Hotel 13. No. Go here. I'm just going to log out because this guy's pointed at us. So I'm just going to log off. We'll go Hotel 13, which is actually right here. So we're good there. Beautiful. Cool. We can go upstairs. Let's get our landing. Wait, hold on. You guys said I can do the whole bar. There we go. You can come off. Good. Strobe light can come off. Wing lights off. Those guys are there. That's there. Good. APU's on. Good. Cool. Sweet. And we're looking for Hotel 13, which should be coming up here. Yes, this is a little bit too much movement for me. I would definitely dial it back to like half. I think that would look good. Somewhere about half would probably be good. And I released the GSX profile today. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was released, so that's perfect. We'll definitely add that in. We shall add it in. Alright, APU's spooling up. We're looking good. Killed the taxi. We don't need to blind anybody. I feel like we've been pretty consistent with this aircraft over the last little bit, chat. I feel like we're getting quite good at flying this and being consistent with it. Park brakes on. Gens are on. Leads are on. Let them up. Shut them down, chat. Good. There we go. Beautiful. Do we get a dance? Nope. Just a bow. Thank you. Operate jet bridge. Turn the sound down. jump outside. Beautiful day of flying, my friends. Had a lot of fun today. Hope you guys did as well. Chicago Midway, always a challenging approach. I don't know how we ended up landing smoother in Chicago than we did here in Minneapolis, but you know what? We'll take it just the way that things go. Let's go. I don't know what she's doing. She's still out there dancing. Let's get it into a turnaround state, and we'll make sure that we do the shutdown procedures correctly. Good, good, good. Good, good. Everything's good there. That's all set. That's good. That's good. Isolation valve goes open, and we're good to go. Cool. Shutdown checklist. Parking brake is set. Fuel pump switches off as required. Seatbelt signs are off. Window heat is off. Probe heat is auto. Anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulic pumps are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Anti-collision light is off. Engine start levers are cut off. TCAS is standby. Shutdown checklist complete. There we go, chat. Absolutely beautiful. Great day of flying, my friends. Again, we'll come down here. We'll get this bad boy ready to go. We'll just go to PMDG setup, panel state load, and we're going to go final, and we'll execute that. Good, cool. I don't know if landing smooth in Chicago was a flex. It shouldn't have been that smooth. It should have been. It probably should have been like something like this one, 160 foot per minute or something like that. So, yeah. Can't wait until you fly the Max. Really want to learn about it. Yes, the Max is going to be awesome, dude. Definitely excited. Yeah. Is it better to uninstall the default MSP? Something drops my FPS to 35, 40 to 20, 27 after a couple minutes. I don't think you need to like unless you have a freeware MSP installed or something. You don't really ever have to go and delete like the ones that are like the scenery that's there by default, like the default Microsoft Flight Sim stuff. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. Try, have you updated it, Elias? Or in the most current version? I believe the most current version is 1.0.2. So yeah. RW Profiles released an MSP in the INI Manager. Sorry for the confusion. Yes, thank you, Calvin. I will be downloading that later for sure. All right, let's bring this in here a little bit. We're going to go like right about there on the approach. I think the approach went pretty well, to be honest with you, other than, you know, the shifting winds towards final and stuff like that. But I think it was a fun day of flying nonetheless. You can see that it's actually warm, so there was a little bit of snow here. I don't know if you guys remember, but this morning we departed at MSP. There was snow everywhere, just a little bit of snow. You can tell, obviously, throughout the day, it's probably gone. I don't know if I can. Is anybody up in MSP? Do you guys know if there's actually snow there yet or not? But I know we've had a couple dustings of snow here as well, but we haven't had any crazy snow yet. So curious to see what has happened there. You have an Audi waiting for you. Oh boy, have fun with that. Let me guess, electrical problem. Electrical problem. Could have been a little bit smoother, but I'm super happy with that landing. I still felt a great landing. 165, well within the touchdown zone. Super happy with that one. Guys, if you haven't done so, one last time, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Hopefully we've reached our goal of 300 likes. I have no clue how many likes we're at, but hopefully we've reached our goal. If we haven't, do me a huge solid. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. We're live again this evening, guys. Tonight is going to be our final stream before we are gone for World Flight. Yes, I know. Do keep in mind, though, even though I'm gone for a week, there's no going to be actual like set schedule of stream. I am going to be streaming the entire World Flight event on my channel. So you guys should have tons of content. Not to mention, I will be flying every single day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you're probably actually getting more content. It's just not from my house in our usual streaming setup. It's going to be obviously from a full 737 simulator. We're going to have co-pilots, jump seat, dispatch. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. Exclamation point WF if you haven't done so. You can see in chat exactly what we're going to do. I'm super excited for this one. It is going to be incredible. So one last stream this evening. I believe that I want to do MSP to Toronto. I'm going to see what operators and carriers do that flight, but I think that that's the flight that I'm going to be going with tonight. Minneapolis to Toronto. It's such a beautiful flight. If I don't do that one, I'm also thinking about doing maybe Vancouver to San Francisco, which is also another great flight. So I'm on the fence between those two. We'll figure out here in the next probably 15 or 20 minutes exactly what I want to do. Guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for your support. I truly do appreciate it. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So thank you all very much for your support. I appreciate you. To everybody else that cannot donate with a monetary value but donates with their time, coming in chat, smashing down that thumbs up button, thank you guys just as much, man. Building this amazing community with me. You guys are absolutely awesome. I truly do appreciate every single one of you. Again, we are live tonight. We will go ahead and I don't know what flight. I'm kind of leaning towards West Coast. We've done a lot of MSP over the last week. I'm kind of leaning towards West Coast. Maybe WestJet, Vancouver to San Francisco. I don't know if they do that. I think they do. I know Air Canada does it, but I'm thinking maybe West Coast for tonight should be fun. Guys, enjoy the replays. Thanks for coming to hang out. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. If you can't tune in tonight, I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday from California in a full-blown 737 sim. So it's just going to be absolutely incredible. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Have yourselves a great evening, and hopefully I see all of you for our live stream this evening. Happy landings, friends. See